All right, 49ers fans, welcome on back to Damon Bruce. Plus, we got ourselves a live stream watch party against the Arizona Cardinals right around the corner. Thank you for being here. Thank you to my man Ike for supporting this channel by being our primary sponsor since the day we launched. I'm telling you, I don't know what you got. Lunch plans, dinner plans tonight. Make your plans with this guy right here. Sign up for that Love Rewards program. Get yourself a free sandwich when you sign up. And boy, if you're not in an Ike's delivery location, I certainly hope that you are soon as he continues to open the empire in all sorts of new places. Each and every week, it feels like there's a new Ike's popping up. Hopefully, there'll be one popping up near you soon. Our friends at the Dubliner, again, I don't need to put up the logo. I am the logo today. We want to invite you out October 4th. October 4th, 420, Dubliner West Portal in San Francisco. We're going to be getting together, hanging out, and having a really good time watching some college football and just being friends with each other. In person, friends with each other. How about that? And let me tell you, I cooked up a little something. On Sleeper today, I got a 4-leg parlay that I'll be telling you about as the show goes along today, and I want you to check out Sleeper. It is an awful lot of fun. The user interface is absolutely incredible, and it is America's fastest growing fantasy site out there. It's real simple. You pick more or less on your favorite player props. You put them together, and I got a 4-legger today. I went really bold. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns. He owns the 49ers. So 2 or more touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey. Ricky Pearsall over 67.5 yards. I got James Conner, by the way, over 50.5 rushing yards. Hopefully he doesn't go too much over that. And Mac Jones, no interceptions today. Under a half an interception for Mac Jones against a depleted Cardinals secondary. This should be a day where the 49ers go 3-0. This should be a day where this team has taken all the problems that are thrown at it and still starts 3-0 this year. This would be 3-0 on the season, 2-0 in your own division, and you just, again, good things happen to 3-0 NFL teams. We see that all the time. Extra motivation to win today has already been provided around the NFL. My friends, it looked like the Los Angeles Rams were going to run away with a win in Philadelphia today. The Eagles with a huge second half comeback. And so on a day it feels like the Saints are going to win, or excuse me, the Seahawks are going to win. They're playing the Saints. The Rams lose in Philadelphia in a game that they absolutely looked like they had full control over at halftime. They end up losing that. So a bad day for the Rams is already a good day for the 49ers. Let's see if they can really punctuate this being a hell of a day with a win. So look, we are just about to get going from Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got Brock Purdy obviously out with that turf toe. Juwan Jennings with his shoulder and his ankle is getting this week off as well. No Jordan Watkins, no Jordan James, no Nick Martin. Those are 3 rookies who are not dressing for today's game. Jordan Watkins is hurt. Jordan James should be better by now. Nick Martin has yet to be used in a game so far this season. That's because D. Winters has been playing his rear end off out there. So we're about to kick off from Levi's Stadium. By the way, defensive tackle Jordan Jefferson is your last scratch on the day. And again, it is really good to have you here. The goal of this channel is to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. And look at where we are, just over 47,000 subs. And I need your help to do that. I got to be honest. As always, we love it when you drop the supers, the super stickers, the super chats. And normally we take bottle pulls. Today, the bottle pull will be coming from a bottle of Dayquil. Daddy has been in freaking bed all weekend with a brutal cold. Let's be honest. We are underway from Levi's Stadium. Here we go. The Cardinals are receiving the ball first, and this is a special teams problem right away for the 49ers. Cardinals got it out to nearly the 40 right there on that return to open the game. So special teams not playing well right off the rip. Fantastic. Here comes Kyler Murray. The 49ers are all iced out, wearing their road all whites for a warmer day today down at Levi's Stadium. All right, let's go. It is good to have you here. We will try to respond To the supers as they come in, the wife had Ike's catered yesterday for a work event, and those sandwiches are the bomb. Thank you, Brett. I really, really appreciate that. Thanks your wife as well for dialing up a little Ike's. Kyler Murray, lots of time on his first drop back of the day. Finds Trey McBride in the flat, but he does not go far. Excuse me, that's not Trey McBride. That is Raymond. We will be misidentifying Arizona Cardinals all day for you here. It's going to be an awful lot of fun. Tip Ryman, your first catch of the day for the Arizona Cardinals. By the way, merch is available. Look at that really, really nice Damon Bruce Plus mug. That can be yours. It's in the store right now. We got new merch for you in the store. So again, check it out, and thanks so much for being a part of this. It is really something that we have started growing here now. These game day meetups and watch parties are becoming the largest shows that I host all year long. So thank you for being a part of this. Please hit like and subscribe. You don't want to hit subscribe now? You want to test this for a little bit? I totally understand. But hitting that like button right now is no problem at all. And it certainly costs you absolutely nothing to do it. And it's just going to take this live stream and push it across YouTube the more you hit that like button. 3rd and 1, and the 49ers look like they have stopped the Arizona Cardinals short, and this is a good start. It looks like a 3-and-out Alfred Williams. Oh, no, excuse me. Was that Alfred Collins? Michael Williams comes in and makes a real nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage. There's the rook. 4th and 1. And the Cardinals are feeling frisky. They're going for it right at midfield. What an opportunity this is for the 49ers to get starting field position, and I think they might have gotten it. That might be short. That might be short. This is going to depend on the spot. Oh, no, they're calling it a first down. Man, the 49ers defensive line did a really nice job right there. But, there was an inch to pick up. And the Cardinals did pick it up. We'll see if Saleh has the brains to stop Murray. Oh, I think he's got the brains to shut a lot of things down in this sport. So I'm not worried about Robert Saleh. I'm worried about who's playing for Robert Saleh. I think Saleh is the guy who's got the answers. Hopefully, he's got the right guys out there to get him the answers. James Conner running hard around the left-hand side. He picks up about 6, it looks. Let me get my play-by-play up so I'm not guesstimating what is picked up when and where. Baymarin says that dude Connor becomes a superhero twice a year. Again, the Arizona Cardinals are just the Arizona Cardinals unless they're playing the 49ers, in which case it feels like you get the very, very best. Brett is saying, anyone else's screen black? I don't see Damon. Hopefully that's only you, Brett, because we're not doing anything differently over here. Damon, why am I 10 seconds behind you? I'm sorry. We'll try to get you caught up. Oh, that looks like there is a face mask there on D. Winters tackling James Conner. So that is going to be first down Arizona. By the way, we're at 12:07, 12:06, trying to sync up the broadcast. 12:04, 12:03, 12:02 here in the first. 12 o'clock, 12 minutes, by the way, ball snapped. McBride with his first catch of the day. That's one of the props I almost took. Let's Talk Niners says, hey, brother, keep up the awesome work you've been doing. Thank you for covering the 49ers. Well, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. It is great to have you here. Damon, you ready? As ready as I'm going to be. I got out of bed for this one. I'm telling you, I felt like crap yesterday. It has been NyQuil, DayQuil, Advil. We worked hard to get here for you today. We're going to play hurt for you. 2nd and 5 when the play is blown dead. We have a false start on the cheating Arizona Cardinals. How dare they? How dare they? This is the only way to watch football. Well, thank you, 304INT3. I really appreciate that. I've been told this is therapy. I've been told this is good for people. Whatever I can do to help the world, I'm trying to do it, right? Let's go. How about IU yesterday? Allison, did you see us nearly put up 70 on Illinois? The 11th ranked team in the nation this morning. My Hoosiers are legit. James Conner dragging 49ers across the first down line. Kyler Murray starting 3 for 3. Hello from the UK. Oh, Bob's your uncle. Fish and chips for everybody. Great to have you here, UK. Thank you so much. There's a ton of 49ers fans in England and in London, and they're fantastic. There's this guy who follows me on Twitter. His name's Paul Hope. He is just a huge influencer and content creator, I think, over among British 49ers fans, and always great to have you guys from across the pond here. Look at it this way. If I was just still on the radio, no one in London would be listening to this at all. So cheers. And it's great to have you. Burn man, I didn't see the game, but Indiana blew Illinois out the water. Oh my God. Just absolutely broke them in half. It was fantastic. Just broke them right in half. Let me get the sleeper logo up there. I got my logo over there. I got the sleeper logo over here. Hopefully you've already ordered an Ike's sandwich today, and you've got one that's going to be delivered to you by halftime. Oh, they're putting some heat on Kyler Murray, who, it looks like they just fired. Is it Jair Brown at him? Yeah, Jair Brown just came hard off the edge, but man, Kyler Murray is such an athlete. Look at that guy. He's a jitterbug, man. He can just run away from any problem. It's not just Devondre Campbell he can run away from. He can run away from just about anybody, man. That guy is fast. But it's 2nd and 9. Ball on the 40. For the Arizona Cardinals, 49ers offense has not even touched the ball yet. It's been Arizona from the early going. Great tackle on a first down play right there. D. Winters just comes in and cleans that up. D. Winters might be the most improved San Francisco 49er from last year to this year over year so far. I don't even know if there's a close second right now. I really don't. He has been spectacular. 3rd and 8 and a chance to get off the football field right now. Right now, 49ers, get off this field right here and right now. Kyler Murray dropping back on 3rd and 8. It looks like Bryce Huff tipped that pass. Bryce Huff got his hand in the passing lane. That ball falls to the earth, and here comes Arizona to punt for the very first time today. Bryce Huff, what get off. Bryce Huff got double teamed. He got chip blocked. And then as Benson went out for a little dump off pass, Huff got his right hand in the air and just batted that pass down. Fantastic. I don't know if there has been a more disruptive guy on the other end of Nick Bosa than what Bryce Huff seems to be early on here in his career. A long field goal attempt from the Cardinals, 57-yarder, and that is wide. So scoreless are the Arizona Cardinals after an opening drive where they attempted a 57-yard field goal. And we're taking our first commercial break of the day. It is great to have you here. Welcome to Damon Bruce Plus. We are doing a live stream every single time the 49ers are playing. We are live streaming, and the goal is to get to 50,000 subs. 50,000 subs by the time the 49ers get to the bye week. Now, I'm just going to tell you, that's aggressive growth. I actually think I am aiming at a target I'm probably not going to hit, but, you reach for the stars, you might get high. So what I need you to do, if you are watching right now, is click that subscribe. If a new subscriber hits that subscribe, that's going to tick up like an odometer. You can actually see yourself subscribing if you want to do it right now. That will become 47,118. Oh my goodness, is there somebody who's going to do it? Put me out of my misery. Let's get that baby growing and ticking up. Thank you oh so very much. I think Mac Jones has got a real simple job today. The job is to get the ball to Christian McCaffrey as much as possible. McCaffrey owns the Arizona Cardinals as much as the Bidwell family does. You want him to get a lot of touches today. That is why I got muy agresivo on my sleeper pick today when I got Christian McCaffrey going for 2 or more touchdowns. 2 or more touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey. And I want to tell you, if you are interested in America's fastest growing fantasy football site and a great place to have fun on an NFL Sunday with picks where you choose more and less on player props, you link them together, you build your own parlays. It is an awful lot of fun at Sleeper. Use the promo code Damon when you sign up. And by the way, you can click on the link right at the top of the description of this live stream today to sign up for Sleeper, and make sure when you do, you use promo code Damon and get a $100 deposit match up to $100. Oh, look, 118. So we have ticked up just one. Somebody out there has just clicked subscribe, and we thank you very, very much for doing that. There we go. We are back to football. Mac Jones, who was asked to throw the ball 39 times last week, I don't think is going to be asked to do that today. There should be an awful lot of Christian McCaffrey today, and hopefully Mac can play turnover-free football right off the rip. He finds Christian McCaffrey for a quick dump off, gain of 8 for Christian. Again, we'll try to attack those supers when they come in. Mr. 33 Degrees, Damon, good to see you here as usual. Bang, bang. Well, bang, bang to you as well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Great to see everybody in here. Great to see friends making friends, new friends, old friends, hanging out. Over 200 people in the room already, and we don't even have 100 likes. So that's going to get, up to you. Do you want this channel to be successful? Do you want more people hanging out in the same room here on YouTube that you're hanging out in? Of course you do. Hit like, and it's just going to push this video across the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Comment. Like and subscribe. I can't believe I actually have to say these things at work now. Is that what this is? Are we at work? 3rd and 4 for the 49ers. What have they got? They're one of the best third down teams in the NFL so far this year, and Mac Jones was looking way downfield for Ricky Pearsall. He got hit as he released it, overthrew Pearsall, so it is going to be the 49ers punting here after a 3-and-out to start their offensive day. All right, so 49ers are punting. Morstead looking for a little coffin corner, looking to bury Arizona deep, little flip the field position game, and Arizona is going to start with the ball from their own 7-yard line, about 8-yard line. That is inside the 10. So nice job, special teams from the 49ers. You got to say that out loud whenever you can. You just don't have many opportunities to say it. Burnman saying, come on, 49ers. We need this win. Think about it. What is the goal of any NFL team? I mean, obviously there's a lot of goals a football team has, but one of them is you want to be undefeated at home. You want to be undefeated at home. You go ahead and you take a look at this schedule here and now for the 49ers. So this is the first of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 home games. It's not a 9 home game year. I'm going to tell you right now, if you can run the slate at home, you're a playoff team because you already got 2 wins in the bank. This is what stacking early season wins does for a football team. If you can win 8 in a row at home, and good teams do that. Good teams do that. If you can keep on winning at home, the 49ers are already sitting at 10 wins. I mean, that's a huge if, by the way. But that's the equation. That's what they're building towards. That's what this all is. And as you look at a team that's got a second-string quarterback throwing to a second or third-string tight end, throwing to second and third-string wide receivers more often than not, being 2-0 so far has just been a great start to the year. All the headaches, all the problems, all the early season nicks, dings, and injuries that are absolutely enough to have you tripping coming out of the gate early season. It's not happening to the 49ers. And that is really good news. That is really good news. So, if I can drop a little NCAA tournament lingo on you, it's just survive in advance. Survive in advance. That's what the 49ers are looking to do each and every week. We are in the early going here, about midway through the first quarter. If this is your first time here, welcome. It is awesome to have you here. I'm glad you found me. We go live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. West Coast time with Damon Bruce Plus, our live daily show. We will be live at 9 a.m. West Coast time. Yours truly and Larry Krueger streaming on both of our channels for 49ers Wake Up on Mondays and Fridays. And we will certainly be doing that tomorrow morning. We will always come to you live after the 49ers play the next morning. So please hit like and subscribe. This is the largest, I believe, independent watch party there is about the 49ers. I know my man Chase Sr. is crushing it with Chat Sports, but again, that's a company. That's like they got many people working on that show. This is me from my basement, one-man armying it, and thank you for being a part of this army. It means so much. You guys have been unbelievable. By the way, guess who's spinning wax for us at the Dubliner? Right here. ITMP. Jude, can't wait to see you again at the Dubliner on October 4th, man. Bring the wax, baby. Bring the wax. He's gonna, but like cool, just like chill wax. Chill wax. Rome Onduze with a touchdown early for the Chicago Bears against the Dallas Cowboys. Little game break right there. We'll mix it in here. As always, we will give live play-by-play of any Beyonce at the laundromat commercials. When she bends over, it's one of the highlights of the week. 3rd and 1 for the Cardinals. James Conner tied up behind the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if his second or third effort got him that first down. I think it did. James Conner, he is just a tough son of a bitch, man. He really is. And against the 49ers, he's twice the tough son of a bitch that he is against just about anybody else, it feels like, doesn't it? Benali P says that it is Colette McCaffrey's first football game, big CMC game downloading, incoming. I hope you're right. I did see he had his beautiful little newborn daughter there. He was holding her while he was in his, in his full pads. That's such a cool memory, man. Bringing an adorable little nugget of a baby down to a football field. By the way, that is the number one thing that changes in a man when you have your own kids. I used to walk through life completely oblivious to like the cuteness of babies. They didn't even ping on my radar, nothing. Now I'll play coochie coochie coo with a newborn baby that I see across the street. Like, I'll cross the street to go see the newborn baby. I'm a sucker for a newborn. Freaking adorable. Look at me, my old age. Damon, can you call more plays? Troy Branding obviously is using us to stay totally connected to the game. Yeah, we will go ahead and give you as much play-by-play as possible without getting the ire of the network or YouTube or the NFL for broadcasting and redistributing the game without express written consent of the NFL. By the way, speaking of which, Roger Goodell is at Levi's Stadium today. It is 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their 30-yard line. Quick swing pass to the flats does not go very far. Diamador Lenore, who has just been a beast this year in the 49ers secondary, shut that right down. Great tackle from Diamador Lenore. Second and 8 for the Arizona Cardinals here. 49ers offense has hardly been on the field today. Arizona's dominating time of possession right now. Nick Bosa making that a little bit more uncomfortable for Kyler Murray than Murray wanted it to. Murray throws wide of his target, Wilson, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Nick Bosa coming way out from the wide 9. Nick Bosa was lined up outside the hash. And he did a great job putting some pressure on Kyler Murray right there. Niners looking to get off the field on 3rd and 8. Murray's got 4 wide receivers and a running back next to him. Little pressure in the pocket. Kyler taking off, running. His feet are going to pick up that first down. He is a problem. I'm telling you, man, you got to put a spy on this guy. You just have to have somebody waiting to clean him up at any and all times because he can take off for 5, 6, 7 yards, seemingly almost any play. Bosa looked to pressure him inside, and Kyler Murray just took that outside for a first down. First and 10. Handoff up the middle for James Conner. He does not go very far. Good first down defensive play for the 49ers. If you read this, you play cover 2. That's the thing. It's hard to just go man-to-man against a quarterback who can take off and run. Second and 9. Arizona, ball just over the 40-yard line, approaching midfield. Kyler has a little pressure in his face, throws wide and high of his target again. So 3rd and 9. 49ers are getting the job done on 1st and 2nd down. It's this 3rd down conversion that they've been allowing here. But this is good pressure from the 49ers defensive line. I mean, they are pushing that pocket backwards. They are. Third and 9. Big play right here for the 49ers, trying to get off the field. Don't let Kyler pick this up with his feet. Kyler's getting pressured up the middle. Bryce Huff coming after him. That is incomplete, and the Cardinals will be punting. No flags anywhere or contact. No flags on Kyler. No pass interference anywhere. Good defensive rep on 3rd down for Robert Saleh's unit. By the way, Nick Bosa has come off the field and is sat down on the sidelines. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with Nick Bosa here. He got himself off the field. We got Sky Moore returning a punt. Decent little return there from Sky Moore. Again, whenever you can give the 49ers a defensive or, a special teams compliment, you do it. By the way, Nick Bosa is down on the sideline on his back. He's looking like he's not in particularly good shape right here. Now, they just cut to commercial break as well, but hopefully that's just a quick cramp. Hopefully that's something Bosa can shake off. Again, injury concerns. Now, did you hear this, Tree Man? On the broadcast, did you hear them say it's a cramp? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Lee is saying it's cramps or something else. I'll take the cramps over that something else. Why can not stay healthy? Spy versus spy? It's a tough game, man. It is a tough game. Nearly 250 people in the room right now. Almost, that's just on YouTube. You add in the Twitter audience as well. We've got about 700 people in the room. Thank you for being here. If you're watching on X, on Twitter, come on over to YouTube. The water's better over here. It really, really is. Come on over to YouTube. Hit like and subscribe on YouTube. Let's get those YouTube numbers up, baby. That's what we're looking to do. I want to, we got here saying, hopefully he just got hit in the ding-ding. Well, that would be great. That would be great. If he only has some achy nuts and that's all that Bosa is going through right now, that would be fantastic. Although, one man to another, I don't even want to see another man's nuts get grazed. That's not fun. That is not fun at all. Oh, they're circling Bosa. Let's take a little look right here. Bosa, big steps. Oh, he took a really wide step. I hope that's not like a pulled groin. Ooh, the way he's walking, that looks like a little hip flexor. Bosa's going to be walking back to the medical tent right now, but he's at least up and walking. That is good. Hand off to Christian McCaffrey as the 49ers get going here. He a couple before he's brought down, running around right side. 49ers offense has hardly even seen the field so far in this game. Second and 7, and what feels like it is bound to be the final play of the first quarter. 2nd and 7 for Mac Jones. Ball snapped. He's in the shotgun. He throws out to Christian McCaffrey, who just has it go right off of his hands. Bobbles that, and it is going to bring up 3rd and 7. That is going to stop the clock, by the way. So we've got 5 seconds here. One more play coming up from the 49ers. Sweat just beat McKivitz right there, and McCaffrey had to go off his hands. Third and 7. Niners could really use a first down here. McCaffrey, who started in the backfield, goes out wide. Mac looking for him, pulled down from the back of his jersey. Montez Sweat with the sack, and that is how the first quarter is going to end. It is a scoreless first quarter down at Levi's Stadium. It is great having you here, though. Thank you very, very much for being here. Let's see where we are so far in this live stream. We're about 35 minutes in. We've got ourselves a great big opportunity to welcome you once again here. If you're just showing up, hopefully you plan on hanging out all day with us, popping in, popping out, however you do it. It is great to have you here. Let me suggest that you've got about 10, 15 minutes to order from Ike's and maybe even get it delivered by halftime, depending how quickly this quarter goes. My man Ike has an absolutely delicious sandwich waiting for you at one of his restaurants, and there are over 120 locations now. Ike's is a growing sandwich chain in America, West Coast, expanding ever eastward, and I hope there is one around you soon. And if there is one, try a Damon Bruce. I am an okay host. I'm a great sandwich. You want me in your mouth. Oh, yes, you do. So plan on eating very, very well whenever you order Ike's, and make sure you sign up for that Love Rewards program. Make sure you go ahead and join us on October 4th, 420 at the Dubliner West Portal in San Francisco. It's one of the great bars in the city. It's just an awesome bar. It's perfect. You walk in there, you're like, yep, this is a bar. This is what it's supposed to be. It ain't trying too hard. We're going to have a whole bunch of people, many of which are hanging out in this chat right now. If you're in the Bay Area, if you're in San Francisco, I hope you can join us on October 4th at 420 for our hangout at the Dubliner West Portal. And again, I want you to hang out with your friends over on Sleeper. If you're looking for a little fun, a little fantasy, it is America's fastest growing fantasy site out there. And today, you can sign up with promo code Damon. You get a $100 deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit. And I can promise you right now, you are going to love the user interface. Sleeper makes it fun, easy, the live stats, the live update, the live betting options that you got. Or you can make a parlay right now. Man, oh man, I need Christian McCaffrey to pick it up. I got Christian McCaffrey scoring 2 or more touchdowns today. 2 or more touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey. I got Ricky Pearsall over 67.5 catches. He is yet to make a catch. I have James Conner over 50.5 rushing yards in this game. And the way that it started, 6 carries, 12 yards, it might get there. Mac Jones, no interceptions today. That's what we are looking for. And the second quarter is going to start with a punt for the 49ers. Second quarter is going to start here with a punt. It's away clean. Good punt. No return. Fair catch. And here comes Arizona once again. Man, I'm telling you, this has been an awful lot of Arizona having the ball so far today. Time of possession, 12 minutes and 47 seconds for the Cardinals. Only 2 minutes and 19 seconds of possession for the 49ers offense. We have hardly seen them on the field today. They have done nothing offensively today. But the good news is through nearly 13 minutes of holding the ball, Arizona scoreless. Scoreless. Again, the other good piece of news today for the 49ers is it looked like the Rams were about to run away with a borderline easy win in Philadelphia. The Eagles come back and beat the Rams with a really good second half performance. Jalen Hurts, who looked non-functional in the first half, turned into a better player in the second half. Kyler Murray tosses the ball downfield. That's going to have a momentum. Pull Marvin Jones out of bounds. So this is going to be 2nd and 3. But the Rams have lost. By the way, Nick Bosa looks like he is back out there, but he just gave a thumbs down. Nick Bosa gave a thumbs down. Walking apparently back to the sideline. It looks like Nick Bosa's day might be over. 2nd and 3. Benson is gobbled up in the backfield. Nick Bosa has got a forlorn look. He's still standing there on the sidelines, but he's talking to 49ers team doctors. They have taken his helmet from him. And I don't know if we're going to see Nick Bosa again today, which means the price of poker on Fred Warner just went up He's got to be even better than he's been so far today. And Bryce Huff, Mykel Williams, a lot of responsibility just got placed on the both of you guys. 3rd and 4. Niners would love to get off the field right here. That looks like a false start, by the way. Diving catch, Trey McBride. Great catch. First down, Arizona. It looked like the right tackle move, though. It really did. He did. Right tackle did jump a little bit there. He's getting the Lane Johnson treatment. Run up the middle. Looks like it picks up 3. Fred Warner in on the stop there. And it's just been a whole bunch of Arizona with the ball so far. Whole bunch of Arizona with the ball so far. 49ers offense has almost yet to even play in this game today. 2nd and 6 from the 37-yard line. The 49ers 37-yard line, by the way. CJ West in this game looking for a little pressure up the middle. Fantastic tackle. Pinnock with the tackle. Great tackle right there. 49ers bringing up 3rd and 5. Would love to see them get off the field right here. You know, Arizona's not exactly in field goal range. Getting off the field right here is a good thing to do. 3rd and 5, big defensive snap. That looked like a flag again. It looks like Arizona's being allowed to false start. That is right to the marker. Are they going to give forward progress to Arizona right there? I believe they are first down Cardinals. Man, looked like Upton Stout got a little turned around right there. Pinnock again comes up, makes a nice tackle, but that is a first down. Kyler Murray starting 11 of 15 for 66 yards. He's just picking the 49ers apart underneath here. Run up the middle for about 2 or 3. Fred Warner again in on the tackle. Fuji Simeon dropping a little super on us. Thank you as always, Fuji. Thank you for being here today. Congrats on that IU football win. Will the coach get poached? No. They need to start cutting him $20 million a year checks. Signetti can't go anywhere. He is the greatest coach in the history of Indiana University. He's more important than Bob Knight at this point. He really is. Signetti has done the impossible. So he can't go anywhere. By the way, Kyler Murray looks to skirt around the left-hand side, picks up a few with his feet. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Arizona. But Fuji, great to see you as always, and thank you. What do we got? Moses DeWitt. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Thank you very much. Our O-line gets beat more than the Giants in L.A. Gamehenge tonight's the rumor. Could you believe it? I mean, never skip a Sunday show, but if Fish gives a Gamehenge tonight, but I'm going to tell you right now, Gamehenge has forever been the Sunday night rumor, but we'll see. It is Hampton. We'll see. I might get this. I might get the show for Couch Tour tonight. Oh, a little pass break up there. Looked like the 49ers might be able to play an interception off a deflection, but that ball fell to the earth. It is going to be 2nd and 10. I have a bad feeling the real Mac Jones is going to show up in this game. Well, I'll tell you, Mac Jones hasn't done anything special yet, but I'm not putting what hasn't happened quite on Mac Jones right now. The 49ers just haven't run any offensive plays yet. I mean, it's very, very little. It's hard to get in rhythm when you can't stay out there for more than 2-3 plays. Kyler fires one up towards the end zone. Ball's dropped. No interference in the end zone. Really nice play there. D freaking Winters breaks that up in the end zone. James Conner downfield. Look at D Winters just running with James Conner on this route. Just running with James Conner. D Winters, man. Really nice job. You might want to turn around and look back at that ball and not pick up the pass interference. I tell you what, Niners got away with a little dirty pool right there. They will take it. 3rd and 10 from just outside the 20-yard line. Get off the field right here. Hold Arizona to just 3 points. Nick Bosa, again, still nowhere to be seen. A dump off underneath. Murray finds Benson, but no first down. 4th and 5. And here comes Arizona's field goal unit, looking for the very first points of the afternoon for the Cardinals and in this football game. Smiley says, I ain't paying $17 a sandwich. Well, then you ain't going out and getting sandwiches anywhere. Dude, I mean, what kind of broke-ass motherfucker have you been in the world? Sandwiches anywhere are $15. You might as well spend $2 more and get a great sandwich from Ike's. Field goal. Someone saying here, wearing white at home feels like bad juju. Well, again, Levi Stadium, kind of the home of some bad juju since it's opened, if you don't mind me saying. They didn't factor in shade down there, and it is ridiculous. And in Northern California, the 49ers have to be worried about, heat affecting a player's ability to stay, to stay frosty in a game. Like it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous that the 49ers have built a stadium that prevents them from wearing their home uniforms at home on a hot day in Santa Clara. It's kind of nuts. But I will say this. I like the ice whites. I do. I like the all white look for the Niners. I think it looks good. JD, offense needs points on the next drive. Wake up. Hey, join yours truly and Larry Krueger, 9 a.m. West Coast, streaming on both of our channels with a 49ers wake up on Monday and on Friday as well. It's great to have you here right now. If you hit subscribe, you'll get everything we're doing. It's going to go right to you. You hit notify, then you really are made aware of every single time I go live, we put up a new video, and the algorithm is blessing us right now. We were at 118. This is growth, kids. Look at the subs. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. We've got over 300 people in the room on YouTube. We've got nearly 800 people when you factor in the audience watching over on X as well. Come on over to YouTube and hit subscribe. Make that number grow for me. I'd love to add about, 70. I would like this to be at 47,200 by the end of this show today. Can we add 80 subs? Man, that'd be aggressive growth in a live stream. We'll see if we can do. Oh, there's one. There's one. Thank you so very much to whoever just made that magic happen. Magical indeed. All right, well, the 49ers about to get the ball, and they haven't done anything with the football all day in this game so far. This is a cataclysmic difference in time of possession so far in this game. Nearly 19 minutes, 18:56 for Arizona, 2 minutes and 19 seconds for the San Francisco 49ers. 2 minutes and 19 seconds is all they have had the ball for. Joe Ash putting $5 in the ganja jar. Thank you very much, Joe. Kyle needs to do something different, or this is going to be a long day, and Bosa will likely be out a while. Well, let's not go starting any rumor. We don't know what just happened to Nick Bosa. I haven't heard. If you've heard something on this broadcast, I don't know about it, but let's hope that there's nothing seriously wrong with Nick Bosa. He just needs the rest of the day off, but we'll find out together at some point, won't we? Mr. 33 Degrees, drop a like and subscribe. Let's support Damon. Well, thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Complete pass, Kendrick Bourne. Oh, by the way, Michael Williams is now walking off the field, going back to the 49ers locker room. So you telling me that the 49ers have lost Nick Bosa and Michael Williams? Well, that's not good. Mac Jones fires one downfield for Ricky Pearsall. Longest play of the day for the 49ers. First down. First down. Look at Ricky putting, by the way, Ricky's getting held. They're grabbing on Ricky's jersey. There could have been a penalty put on the end of that. By the way, and we get 50 super chats today. We will be doing a Dayquil bottle pull. Very exciting, don't you think? I know it's not as much fun as the whiskey, but it's what's needed right about now. I was in bed all day yesterday battling a nasty, nasty cold. Nasty one. Feed Pearsall leaving. Douglas, Pearsall, good dude. Hey, man, he's getting better. He really is. Ricky Pearsall is becoming a target that you can depend on. 49ers only have 4 rushing yards so far in this game today. Another strike downfield from Mack to Kendrick Bourne. What's crazy is Kendrick Bourne got here 15 minutes ago, and he's already this team's 3rd most productive wide receiver. The 2nd most productive wide receiver on this team has been Juwan Jennings, and Juwan Jennings isn't playing today. So Kendrick Bourne stepping on up is exactly what the 49ers need. Another quick strike pass. Jake Tongus. Oh, my God, the 49ers have gone over 5 minutes of possession time in this game. It's a smorgasbord of possession time right now. McCaffrey with a little pitch back. Oh, and he gets hit deep in the backfield. McCaffrey, here's the thing. I think there's a reason to be excited about Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be an important 49er, but he really does lack some explosion that it feels like he used to have. And that wasn't good blocking in front of him. That wasn't McCaffrey's fault, but he's not the same. I'll admit that. I think everyone would have to admit that. I need him to score 2 touchdowns today, though. And the 49ers could use that too. 2nd and 15, Mac Jones. That ball is incomplete. Arizona's got it and running the other way, but that is an incomplete pass. It's going to be 3rd and 15. You know, this is a depleted Arizona secondary today. Tongus tried to make a nice play on that ball, but it was just behind him and it was too low, and it's an incomplete pass. 3rd and 15. 5:04 remaining in the second. Just inside the 25. Mac Jones dumps off and underneath to McCaffrey, who hardly picks up anything right there. It's going to be, he maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, so this is going to be 4th. And Eddie Dinero Pinheiro, can the 49ers make a field goal. Again, it's been a stressful first half. The good news is, if you're a 49er fan, Jake Moody is nowhere to be seen here. Eddie Pinheiro, just get the job done. Eddie Pinheiro, things have not gone well for the 49ers so far. Being tied right now in this game, given the circumstances, would be pretty good, and he kicks it through. Eddie has tied it up. Oh, my goodness, I forgot to go with our incredibly sophisticated, incredibly helpful and informative in-game graphic. Hold on. Look at this. Look at my graphics department. Boom. Look at that. I mean, if 49ers 3, Cardinals 3 doesn't let you know everything you need to know about this game so far, it actually does. Because very little has happened in this game that feels like it matters beyond the Nick Bosa injury. You know, I'm telling you, if the choice is Nick misses a handful of games or lose today, you'd almost want to choose lose today than miss Nick Bosa for a handful of football games. You don't want that. Michael Williams also today has gone back to the locker room. Hopefully we are going to get some clarity as to what is happening. Again, you can probably do a better job letting me know what's going on with these injuries than I can, because I don't have time to watch the game, host the show, and keep an eye on Twitter all at the same time. We got a member now for 21 months. Thank you, JD Sugar. McCaffrey made that O-line look better than it was 2 years ago. I don't know if either of those entities are playing complementary football right now. As a matter of fact, it doesn't look like an awful lot of complementary football right now. Barely went through, but it did go through. Douglas, I did. I thought for a minute he might have missed that too. There will be no complaining about made field goals. But I hear you. Retro dude Carl Young says we knew that this was going to be a tough game. It always is. It just always is against the Arizona Cardinals. Purdy would have missed that shit. Iggy, you mean Moody. Again, you've got your anxieties confused right there. Thank you. How did the Seahawks score 35 points partway through the second quarter? That probably has something to do with the New Orleans Saints being bad. And it probably has something to do with Seattle. As this year goes along, they're only going to get better and better. They're not bad at all. Seattle's pretty good. And, maybe this is beyond what happened last week, what's happening this week to the Saints, and what this game looks like. Maybe it's time to cool the jets on how good Mac Jones is. He doesn't need to be great. He just needs to get the 49ers through the Brock Purdy injury. Hopefully that's something they're through by the time Jacksonville gets in and out of town. First and 10 for Arizona, 4:17 remaining in the second quarter. Murray looking to load one up here, but he ends up dumping it down to James Conner, who is fighting for a couple yards, but that's all he gets. It looked like Kyler was loading up to go way downfield on that one, but the target didn't present itself, so he had to use the check down for Conner. Bay Marin putting $5 of BGN in there. I don't even know what currency a BGN is, but thank you very, very much. Trying to break the curse with a super. Do everything you can to break all the curses with generosity of super chats as humanly possible. I'm here to help you do that. Trey McBride with a catch. It's going to bring up third and short. Again, if the Niners can just get to the locker room tied 3-3 right now, I'd take that all day. You would take that all day. Let me tell you, I know that we said when we got 50 supers, we'd do a little NyQuil, DayQuil bottle pull, but I could use one right here, right now. 3rd and 1. James Conner, stop behind the line of scrimmage. That was a good defensive play for the 49ers right there. Cheers. Let's do a shot together, shall we? Ooh. I haven't had a whiskey make me shiver like that in a while. DayQuil packs a punch. I'm feeling all mentholy. Fred Warner just out there making tackles. Fred Warner makes tackles in a way that we don't even appreciate them. It's sort of like Steph Curry hitting threes. Punt here from Arizona. Let's see what Sky Moore does with this punt. He's waving it off. Get away, get away, get away. Sky Moore, you get away yourself, man. What are you doing? Good God, he's going to fumble a ball doing something stupid like that. He doesn't. No harm, no foul. But God, Sky Moore, when you're waving to everybody, get away. You should take some of those notes yourself. Fuji dropping a get well soon. Well, I feel a lot better than I did yesterday. I had a shower of power this morning. Was coughing and sneezing like a jackass yesterday, but good night's sleep, a little bit better. Thanks to Jillian for keeping the kids off me. Jillian's heading to New York this week on a business trip, so I've been sleeping downstairs like I did something wrong or I got in trouble. I just don't want her to get sick before she has to go on a work trip. By the way, the 49ers have -1 rushing yards in this half of football. 41 to -1 rushing yards for the 49ers. That is not good for business. Mac Jones fires underneath to Christian McCaffrey, who shakes off the first tackler, stays on his feet, picks up about 7. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. What can I tell you about the 2-minute warning other than it gives a chance for these networks to do some ads? And it gives a chance for us to say thank you so much to our sponsors and to the people who are making the Plus happen. First of all, those people are you. You hitting like, subscribe, notifying, you coming back and watching our live stream watch party, you being around Monday through Friday for our 11 a.m. West Coast shows. And whenever we go live, that's how this channel grows. I thank you so very much for helping this channel grow. You can help this channel grow right now by hitting subscribe. Look at that. I'd love to get to 47,200. That means 70 of you. 71 of you got to come on in, hitting sub today. Can you do it? We're going to keep that odometer up there and see who wants in. It makes me happy every single time that number grows. And it's going to make you happy too. You push a button on your end and something magical happens on this end too. So there you go. See, somebody just did it. Don't you feel good, person who just did that? Wasn't that fun watching it go from 29 to 30? Think how much fun it would be watching it go from 30 to 31. Is there somebody else out there who's going to make that happen? What I need you to do right now, though, what I need you to make happen is an order over at Ike's. Let me tell you, when you do order from Ike's and hopefully your sandwich, you sign up for that Love Rewards program. Again, don't complain about any price of anything when I'm going to give you a free sandwich when you sign up for that Love Rewards program. And when I say I'm going to give it to you, my man Ike is going to give it to you. Delicious is all that is waiting for you. Fun is what's waiting for you at the Dubliner West Portal. We will be waiting for you on Saturday, October 4th at 4:20. We're going to have a little safety meeting outside. Then we're going to go into the Dubliner and hang out for hours and have a really good time. My man Jude's going to be spinning wax, and we are going to have a great time at the Dubliner on Saturday, October 4th at 4:20. It is the Saturday after the 49ers and the Rams play that Thursday night game. And as we are playing this game here tonight, let me just let you know that our friends at Sleeper are doing big things. Let me bring down the score for just a second here so our friends at Sleeper can get the advertising that they damn well deserve, because it's an awful lot of fun, and I'll show you the plays that we got alive today here in a little pick'em, but it is the fastest growing fantasy site out there. It is a great user interface, and you will recognize that immediately, especially if you've been on other apps. Sleeper is truly superior. You can 1,000x your money. I mean, you can go nuts. You can have an awful lot of fun on Sleeper. And when you use the promo code Damon, you get a $100 deposit match up to your first $100 deposited. Use promo code Damon and use the link in the description of this video. McCaffrey, coming out of the 2-minute warning, keeps the ball for his biggest gain of the day on the ground. So we'll see if McCaffrey can keep that up. Again, thank you to everyone who is in here making this bad boy go today. Let's see. Media assets. We go back to the Sleeper in the corner. We go back to our score bug. I know there's a lot of talk about score bugs out there. I think mine might be the most superior in the world of football. Let's see here. 1st and 10. Niners playing slow. I mean, geez. They're letting a lot of time just evaporate here. That ball tipped in the air at the line of scrimmage from Arizona's defensive line. It falls to the ground without any interception. Thank goodness. By the way, part of my parlay today, I will show you this, part of my sleeper parlay. It's not doing too well right now. I need McCaffrey to have 2 or more touchdowns. Ricky Pearsall, 67.5 or more receiving yards. 50.5 rushing yards. I have the over on Connor, and Mac Jones, no interceptions all game long is what I need for that bad boy to come home. I'm trying to turn like $20 into 300. Pass underneath to McCaffrey, hit him in the belly, but he dropped it. 3rd and 10, and the Niners have, absolutely pissed the first minute away here of this 2-minute warning. 1:08 remaining on the clock. Playing with they're like devoid of an up-tempo offense. The Niners and Kyle Shanahan, I don't know if they got a 2-minute drill. If they do, we don't see it very often. Mac Jones with a strike downfield. He finds Ricky Pearsall for a first down. I mean, Niners are working themselves to the edge of field goal range. Even though they got all 3 timeouts, they call none of them. Not right here, not right now. Dump off to McCaffrey, who goes out of bounds, picks up about 8. 42 seconds remaining. Ernest Sire says, all I have with me is a little Pepto-Bismol. Well, this first half means you might have needed that. That's not a bad thing to have with you if you're a 49ers fan. This has been a Pepto first half, if there ever was one. 2nd and 4 now. Pass out to Ricky Pearsall again. First down. 36 seconds. Again, Kyle, call a fucking timeout. Jesus, he does. All right, good. God. Niners should just hire me and put me in charge of clock management. I think I could do a better job than Kyle at times. Fuji Simeon says, sad to hear about Najee Harris's Achilles injury. Did Najee get an Achilles today? That does suck. Fuji again. So is Kyle calling the plays, or is it the OC? Oh no, this is Shanahan putting it together. I mean, Kubiak is obviously involved, but this is Kyle. Pearsall, a legit wide receiver. He really is coming into his own, man. I mean, he got so behind the 8 ball with what happened to him last year that it's great seeing him grow into this. Pearsall, 3 catches, 42 yards so far in this game. 3 catches on 4 targets for Pearsall. By the way, neither team is doing much running the ball so far. 14 carries, 41 yards for Arizona. 5 carries, all McCaffrey, only 9 yards. Only 9 yards. Mr. 33 Degrees thinks that the Niners are about to dial up a shot to the end zone. Jude, tell me you're lying here. No. So here's the thing, Jude. You can't say Bosa torn ACL and then say, can someone confirm that? Dude, you can't. No. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to us. Don't put that out there. Let's see what someone who is at the game reports back to us, not just throwing darts on what might have gone wrong. I love you, Jude. Don't do that shit. I'm going to dial up a little bit of volume here on this in case they make any announcement. Yeah, sideline reporter said that Bosa was questionable. Okay, well, questionable is a far, far, far distance away from a torn ACL. So let's hope Christina Pink's got that one right. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Lombardi says Mikael Williams has a wrist injury. Look, I don't want to argue with anything, but torn ACL, I don't think he would have been walking off the field as well. You can walk on a torn ACL. You can. Let's not even say that again. No. See if the 49ers, who are now looking at 1st and 20 with 32 seconds left, got 2 timeouts. If they can get in the field goal range, pass complete inside of field goal range. Now, did that go to Kendrick Bourne? Mac Jones is calling a timeout. Okay. All right. You know, someone saying use Brian Robinson, save McCaffrey's legs. McCaffrey's only got 5 carries today, so don't worry about Christian McCaffrey's workload. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right now, get him the ball more. Brian Robinson hasn't done jack this year. But again, where's Isaac Guerrero? Is that guy still on the team anymore? No, doesn't seem like it. 2nd and 9, 28 seconds remaining here. Mac Jones was looking to find McCaffrey on a wheel route, nowhere close. That was a miscommunication. McCaffrey was not running a wheel route. So the incomplete pass is going to stop the clock again. McCaffrey, he cut it inside on that wheel route. If he had kept it outside, Mac Jones might have had a target there, but Calais Campbell just put the old what for on Mac Jones too. Third and 9. 3rd and 9. Big play right here. The Niners are going to get themselves in position to go to the end zone or try to go up 3 with a field goal. 4th down is what they're going to be looking at, and the field goal unit's coming on. I'll tell you, 6-3 is officially an uninspiring score But given the 49ers have had the ball for all of like 2 minutes here in this first half, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. For the Niners to have any lead at all, it's been 21 minutes and 10 seconds of possession for Arizona, 8 minutes and 30 seconds of possession for the 49ers. So if the Niners actually are enjoying a lead here, that would just be outstanding. All right, what are you looking at here, Eddie? A 51-yard attempt from Eddie Pinheiro, who's pointing to the sky. He's praying to the kicking gods that he makes this one. I'm measuring it with my hand gesture. This is coming from the right hash. Eddie Pinheiro puts it right down the middle. He striped that one. That would have been good from another 10 yards back. 6-2-3. And Thomas, I think you might be right. Thomas says, hey, we got a kicker. I think you do have a kicker. I think you do have a kicker. You don't have to have a bad Moody anymore. By the way, there you go. There's your update. Oh, no, wait. I got that wrong. There you go. The helpful score bug. Yeah, Thomas Selman. Hey, stop saying ACL doctors. Yeah, no doctors in the frickin' chat room, please. Fuji, again, talking about Kyle calling plays. Who's ever calling plays has got to get a little bit more creative in the second half. That's for sure. Rise is saying, feel less anxious already, right? I mean, there is a less anxious approach to these field goals. There's no doubt. Again, Jake Moody got to the point where him stepping on the field created more doubt than it did anticipation of something good is about to happen. So he had to go. All right, 49ers special teams. Let's try not to screw this up. That was too much of a robust return from Dortch, but he's only going to get up to around the 40. Again, 49ers special teams, man. Their new special teams coordinator, if you don't mind me saying, has not impressed. Seriously. Smiley's just saying, hey, we don't have to play Russian roulette anymore with field goals. Death Destroyer of Word says, I may not be a doctor, but I play one on YouTube. Apparently, Bosa injured his medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata. Bryce Huff, nice play. Tick, tick, tick. That's halftime, boys and girls. We are at the half, and the 49ers lead Arizona in a game that they haven't played well in for a lick, other than defensively. This is an unimpressive day of offense, but the 49ers and Robert Saleh's defense have carried this afternoon so far, allowing just 81 passing yards to the Cardinals, 41 rushing yards to the Arizona Cardinals. Let's go ahead and dive into this box score here and let you know how it looks, what's going on. Share screen. Here we go. We're going to start right down here with what matters the most. Look at this. Look at this right here. If you could, can I circle this right here? 21-27 to 8:33 possession time. That is the entirety of the first half right there. Everything you need to know about the first half is in that stat alone. And the fact that the 49ers can be winning a game with that much of a discrepancy makes up for the fact that this has been a thoroughly unimpressive performance so far. Only 9 rushing yards for the 49ers. 9 rushing yards and a half, and they have the lead. Six first downs. They've been just 1 of 5 on third down. This is one of the only teams in football over 50% on third down conversion rates, but not today. They have not been. Let's get into how the 49ers are looking on their side of the box score here. Again, Mac Jones, a quiet 112 yards, all things considered, a quiet 112 from Mac. 5 carries, 9 yards for Christian McCaffrey, who with 31 yards in the air has got 5 catches, is moving the ball that way. 3 catches, 42 yards for Ricky Pearsall. Again, the Niners have had the ball so little. Fred Warner just out there going tackling machine. But all thoughts at halftime are going to be on any information coming out about Michael Williams' wrist and Nick Bosa's, now we're calling it knee. Is that what's going on here? So we will keep our eye on all of that as we move through halftime here. Again, thank you for being here today. Thank you for hitting like and subscribe. If you hit like right now, more people will be exposed to this video thanks to the YouTube algorithm than if you don't. So go ahead and make the good things happen if you could, please. Speaking of good things happening, as always, we are looking to grow, baby. Grow. We are at 47,133 subs. The goal by the end of this show today is to be at 47,200. That's the goal at the end of this show today. The goal is to be at 50,000 by the bye week, and that's going to take some aggressive growth. So if you are one of the nearly 900 people watching across both YouTube and on X, please go ahead and hit subscribe. If you would, you can only subscribe over on YouTube. There's nothing to subscribe to on X. So do it over on YouTube if you would, please, and help me accomplish that goal. It's a big goal. It was not a great half of football for the 49ers, but they got a lead. They've got a lead. Tony Horton, by the way, a 95-yard punt return for the Seahawks, who are just absolutely putting it on the New Orleans Saints. 38-6 at halftime. Seattle is way up. Earlier today, it looked like the Rams were going to punch their winning ticket in Philadelphia. They dominated the Eagles in the first half and then have one of the biggest blown halves of football you're going to see all year as the Eagles come storming back to beat the Rams. What was it? 33-28? Was that the final there? So the Rams caught a loss today, which would go, as you talk about what the Niners have in front of them today, a chance to get a game on the Rams in this division will hopefully be enough to inspire a much better second half, certainly offensively, when the Niners get back out here. The Niners will be getting the ball to start the second half. That's some good news for you right there. Seahawks, goddamn. Yeah, really. That Lambs loss was great. I hate both teams, but divisional hate is stronger. Oh, yeah, the choice between who and who not, who and who didn't win that game is no choice at all if you're a 49er fan. You were rooting for the Eagles today. Thomas Selman says, as a pulling guard, I am on my way to Levi's to teach how right now. Thomas, get there. Show them what you got. Show them what you got, if you could, please. Again, thanks to all of you for being here. A huge audience comes in at halftime. Hopefully you plan on sticking around in the second half as well. It's a day where I almost didn't do the show. I feel like crap. For the 50th Super, we are going to be doing shots of Dayquil together. No whiskey today. Dayquil only. That's how great I feel. But it's great to be here with you. Thank you for being here with me. You could be in a lot of different places right now, but you choose to be here, and I hope to never, ever waste your time when you are here. I will never steer you in the wrong direction when it comes to deliciousness. I don't mess around with deliciousness. To me, delicious matters an awful lot. That's why having Ike as one of my premier sponsors means so much to me. This guy has got delicious coming out of every single restaurant that he has, and hopefully there'll be an Ike's opening near you soon. Sign up for that Love Rewards program, a free sandwich when you sign up, purchases, chips, drinks, more to be found every single time you order as an rewards member. Sign up for Ike's if you would please. Sign up for Sleeper if you would please, and go ahead and use the promo code Damon. Use the link that is in the description of this video. Use promo code Damon. You get $100 off your, or you get $100 added to your $100 deposit when you make your first deposit up to $100 using promo code Damon. Click on the link in the description of this video. And again, our friends at the Dubliner are going to be hosting us, baby. Our friends at the Dubliner are going to be hosting us on Saturday, October 4th at 4:20. We're getting together. If you are within driving distance of San Francisco, I hope you can join us. If you're in San Francisco, you can take Muni. You don't even have to worry about parking your car, driving your car, drinking and driving, nothing. Muni drops you off, picks you up right out front of the Dubliner West Portal. Join us there on Saturday, October 4th at 4:20. We are going to have a very good time. I can promise you that. So thanks to everybody who is a part of this show. Thanks to everybody who is making things happen. Again, my sleeper picks today are not looking great right now, but we got a whole half of football. The only thing that is like picking to click right now, well, let's see. I got James Conner over 50.5 rushing yards. He's only got 15, or excuse me, he's only got 12 so far. So that's not looking very good. Ricky Pearsall, 67.5 receiving yards. Ricky's already at 42. That's on track. I got Christian McCaffrey scoring not one, but 2 or more touchdowns today. We ain't nowhere close to that right now, so I'm going to need McCaffrey to really get on the good foot. Mac Jones, keep it clean, baby. The minute he throws an interception, this whole thing blows up. So no turnovers, no interceptions is what we're looking for. That is my sleeper 4-game parlay. I am trying to turn $20 into over $300 if all that comes in. We're a long, long ways away from that coming in. So, say a little prayer. Maybe offer up a little super today, because I don't know if that bad boy is coming in. Damon, enough Dayquil whiskey shots will cure you. Bang, bang. Thank you, Jason. I know enough about my own body to where I'm feeling like I'm feeling. You don't drink. If I was feeling like this yesterday, I might have, but this is me coming out of it. I'm starting to get better. So the Dayquil, the NyQuil, the sleeping, it's working. So I'm not going to mess with the thing that seems to be working right now. Nearly 350 people here watching on YouTube, nearly 900 overall when you add up the audience that is over on X. We want to get to 1,000 today at the very least watching today's show. We will get way beyond that when it's all said and done and the final numbers come in. But the more eyeballs get put on this, the more you hit thumbs up, the more you hit like, the more you hit subscribe. And I'm going to tell you that with nearly 350 people in the room, we're not even at 300. We're not even at 290 likes. It's effortless to just tap that thumbs up button. It really, really is. Hopefully the 49ers are going to make this second half look a bit more effortless than that first half looked. Again, I think the biggest problem with that half was a total lack of rhythm. A complete and utter lack of rhythm. It's hard to find rhythm when you're only on the field together for fewer than 9 minutes. This defense did a hell of a job only surrendering 3 points with all of that time of possession that Arizona enjoyed. So Robert Saleh, this defense playing very, very well so far. If the 49ers offense can just show up and, give a representative effort of who they are here, I don't know if my parlays are coming in. I don't know how well I'm going to do over on Sleeper, but I'm telling you what could happen for sure is the Niners go to 3-0 with just a representative day offensively, get a little bit better than dreadful. And they really have been sort of dreadful so far offensively. And the Niners can go to 3-0 today. No turnovers, no slapdick special teams errors. On pace. Again, all eyes, and let me open up a little Let me look to see if I can't find anything else among what is going on with Nick Bosa. I got Nick Wagner over 46 minutes ago saying Bosa's departed with a knee injury. His return is questionable. 32 minutes ago, Michael Williams questionable to return with a wrist injury, but nothing in terms of any halftime updates coming from Nick Wagner. And again, if you're sitting in the press box, you usually get a serious injury update by now if there's a serious injury to update. So that's what Nick Wagner's got. Let me go to the Cobra. Let me see what Mayoko's got. Although I got to tell you, Mayoko's back in studio now. He's not sitting there in this press box. Yep, he's got the same thing. Questionable to return. Questionable to return. No updates to let you know about. No updates there to let you know about. We will update this subscriber count, though. 134. Again, we're going to have to get aggressive here. You want to talk about numbers got to go in the right direction in the second half. If we're going to get to a show goal of 47,200, I mean, we need 66 more subs. I'm not much of a math major, but 66. There are definitely 66 of you watching right now who are not subscribers. The utter joy that will come across my face if we get to 47,200 right here will be profound. And if you don't mind me saying, if we can get to 50,000 subs by the bye week, whew, I'm going to be head over heels happy. So help me along the way if you would, please. Again, every single new sub, look at that. Look at the odometer crawl. Look at that tick up. Did you see what you just did when you hit that sub button? Did you see what just happened there? It's like another mile on the odometer. All right, many miles south of San Francisco is where Levi Stadium is about to kick off this second half. And here we go. Ball is in the air. The 49ers are receiving to start the third quarter here, and they will take a knee in the end zone on that kickoff. Mac Jones, what you got, brother? Christian McCaffrey, can you get something going on the ground in this game? Can the 49ers establish a running game presence? They have yet to do so. We have yet to see Brian Robinson Jr. We have yet to see Isaac Guerrero. So, who knows? Who knows if this team is going to get their act together here in this second half on the ground. First play of the second half. Handoff to McCaffrey. Up the middle, one of his better runs of the day. Picks up about 7, and a flag comes in. I'm wondering if that might be a late hit. Where is this flag? Is this going to be holding? Again, McCaffrey ran so well on that play. What are we looking at here? Holding. Holding Connor Colby. That's the first time we've used Connor Colby's name in a negative fashion today, although we've been crapping on this team's inability to run the ball. So I guess without using anybody's name, that's kind of crapping on the offensive line. But Connor Colby gets called for a holding. Yeah, he had a little grab of the jersey for sure. So first and 16 for the Niners. We'll try to sync you up here. We're at 14:40, 39, 38, 37, 14:36, 14:35. Ball snapped. Little 3-step drop. McCaffrey catches the ball and picks up the first down. That's good. That's good. Christian McCaffrey getting the ball moving a little bit. Again, Niners just need to stay on the field offensively. I would say that the Arizona Cardinals defense halfway through this game is beyond well rested. They've hardly played. McCaffrey, again, given the ball, third play in a row, runs up the middle for Squadouche. Again, McCaffrey. I mean, it's just spread it around a little, Kyle. Shannon Johns, he threatening me with a good time? Well, we're trying over here. We're trying. Damon, you can put a poll in the chat reminding people to sub. Yeah, I think I'm doing that verbally. But yes, I mean, everyone, here's the thing. Does that poll actually make anybody sub? I figure me singing for my supper probably does better than that poll does. Also, I don't even know how to create a poll. Again, I'm an old dog learning new tricks over here. 3rd and 10, big play here for the 49ers. They're looking to get over midfield. What do you got? Mac Jones takes a quick step, drop, and that ball is dropped. It looked like, who was that? Kendrick Bourne? Did that hit him in the hands and he dropped it? Coming across the middle. That ball was low, but again, Kendrick Bourne, it hit you in the hands, buddy. Not the best throw. Not the best throw by Mac Jones, but catchable. Kyle going to go sit down next to Mac Jones on the bench and talk to him about improving as this team's backup quarterback. Morstead punts it away. Niners special teams makes a tackle before the return can come out to the 15. That's good news. Decent special teams play there, but again, the Niners need points, not decent special teams plays. So there we are. By the way, Dave Lombardi, apparently, according to 33 AI fan, Dave Lombardi is saying that Nick Bosa has been ruled out of this game with a knee injury. Not surprised. Not good. Bill M says, Kyle, great play designer, average play caller. When it comes to stringing them together, there are times where it does feel like he's got a little bit of a writer's block about him. It really does. Lacey Media says, I said that an hour ago. I don't know what you're talking about. Bosa being out or the play calling being average. But either way, Lacey, apparently you're right. The 1-420 says, can we get a screen pass to somebody? Damn. Yeah, but at the same time, I'd like to see this team attack a little bit more down the field. They've been playing east to west football all afternoon with very little to show for it. A few times that they have looked to make plays downfield, they've actually hit on a few of them. Monty saying no running lanes in this game. No, look, the 49ers offensive line has been getting glowing reviews in terms of Pro Football Focus passing grades, pass protection grades. Running the football has been a problem for a team that believes running the football is its identity. And that's a little bit on the line. I think that's a little bit on a slowed down McCaffrey. I think that's a little bit on Kyle being less than imaginative with some of the plays that he's calling and stringing together. I think that having Brian Robinson Jr. showing up and seeming incapable of being McCaffrey's understudy. Isaac Guerrero has been a completely forgotten man. I don't get it. Oh, maybe you should spend some first-round picks on your offensive line other than Dominic Pooney to improve in that regard too. Maybe you should have Drew Dolman have been your big free agent investment. That didn't happen. Where are our tight ends? Well, I'll tell you right now, Jude, your tight end that matters is not even dressed for today's game. Tongas and Farrell. Again, Tongas has already made a catch. I'm not expecting too much more than that. This team is miserable to watch. Well, you are winning this game. So again, if this team finishes today with a 6-3 final against Arizona and goes to 3-0 with 2 wins in their own division, they are sitting pretty. So I'm not here to tell you she looks good in the swimsuit portion of this pageant. I just need her to walk in heels, show us a talent, and wear a gown. That's all I'm looking for here, and that's all you should be looking for as well. I don't think Pretty is really going to be available to the 49ers until they're healthier. And look, healthier 49ers look like they're going to come. By the way, Connor just looked like his knee got torn up. Oh, my goodness. That is bad news for the Arizona Cardinals. James Conner looked like he came down in a very awkward fashion there on his knee, and he is grabbing it like something is seriously wrong. Just the way he buckled under the weight of that tackle did not look good. Kyler Murray is slapping his hands together like, damn, that's bad news. Ooh. Well, I'll tell you, that right there, if that is what I think it is, that means my sleeper parlay is not going to come anywhere close to coming in. But the Niners, look, without James Conner playing today, get closer to winning this football game. In a game where they're going to need something other than their own offense to bring them closer to winning this football game. Not that we're ever rooting for anybody to get hurt or anybody to end up in worse condition in which they started this game. But James Conner not being able to play the remainder of this game would go a long way to putting the Niners into the win column. I really believe that. So we'll see what happens here. But that did not look good for James Conner. Woof. You know, whenever you see a guy put his hands on that injury as fast as James Conner did, you know something terrible just happened. James Conner reached for his knee as fast as any player can possibly grab at a injury. Oh, man. That's brutal. Jerry Martinez sending good vibes from New Orleans. Hey, man, you know, town of voodoo sending good vibes. Never bad. Talking with Rob D, he says, this shit team will never be fully healthy. Well, let me here. Look, I understand we're entering the let's get super negative portion of the chat. Let me just offer you this. On a day where we're waiting for the results of Bosa's injury and Mikael Williams' injury, again, this team missing defensive ends, not good. If nothing severe happened to either one of those guys, there is an argument to be made that the 49ers are actually, for the first time, maybe in their existence as a franchise, are going to get healthier as the season goes along. If they can stop losing guys game by game, James Conner, the card is out. All teams are around him. James Conner is, again, good news, does not travel on a golf cart in an NFL game. And James Conner, I bet you his season is over. Oof. Oh, that poor guy. Yeah, they're going back to commercial. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know. Was that knee? Did he break his leg? Is he wearing an air cast? I haven't even seen. But that ain't good. It was bad. Don't look. Yeah, you could just see a buckling on that injury that immediately said, oh, that don't look good. Oof. Let me tell you, when they go to that looked like a broken leg. I'm going to keep my eyes off the TV. I don't want to see any replay. I don't like broken bones. Bill Kennedy says, hey, I'm looking for a pick six. Well, with James Conner out, Kyler Murray's going to be throwing this ball more. There's no doubt about it. Mikael Williams, back on the sideline, according to Christina Pink. Okay, well, you know, if your wrist is hurt, you can come back out to the sideline. My question is he still wearing pads? Does it look like he might come in today? Yeah, we got a lot of that is brutal. Some of you, again, I think saw it. Yeah, Spy versus Spy says hopefully that's just a hyperextension or a break. I don't know, man. We got people saying careers could be over. Poof. By the way, always great to see Barry in the audience. Brother, thank you so very, very much. Bang, bang from Memphis. Mary and I just got home from a walk around the riverfront. Crazy thing, since the 49ers are broadcast here, we went to see The Long Walk. Crazy ass movie. Yeah, is that where they just demand kids keep walking? By the way, that just the replay is up there. I don't even want to see it. Don't even want to see the James Conner replay. Not interested in any gruesome injuries over here. What would you say to Kyle and the team to motivate them? This team doesn't need motivation. They need execution. I think they're properly motivated. Wow, that is a ball that just got behind everybody. Oh, my God. The 49ers just caught the biggest break of the day. Marvin Harrison was behind the entirety of the secondary, and he dropped one. Who did he cook? He ran right past Lenore, and nobody had him. Oh, my God. That would have been, if Marvin Harrison catches that in stride in any way and doesn't have to wait for it, he is in the end zone. Oh, the 49ers just caught a massive break with that drop right there. Wow. Wow. I mean, you better deliver this to the win column when you catch a break like that. Wow. Yeah, that was lucky. Fred did get all up in his ear. Fred was probably saying, thank you so much for dropping that. That might be what wins us today's game. By the way, we do have over 330 likes now today. You guys, I asked you to come through with the likes, and you really have. Thank you so very, very much for doing that. Now you want to come through the subs as well. I'll just be so thankful for that. Big pass for Kyler Murray to Jones. That's a first down. Ball's at about midfield now. Renardo Green getting up from a play, a little oogie. Again, there's some people who are trying to tell you that Renardo Green's not having a good year. That's ridiculous. Renardo Green's having a very good year. You know, Diamador Lenore has basically shut his side of the field down. They're picking on Renardo Green. Hopefully he's able to get back out there. Joe G says, I don't know why they're playing that soft zone, because they're afraid that Kyler Murray's going to kill them with their legs. You kind of got to go. If you play man-to-man against Kyler Murray, you're asking him to run all over you. And again, they go right after Renardo Green's replacement, don't they? Will, watching from Georgia, thank you very much. It's great to have you here from Georgia, no matter where you're watching from. It's awesome to have you today. 2nd and 10 for Kyler Murray. We got the Cardinals approaching midfield. Flag on the play. Looked like they got a false start. Arizona. That's going to back them up a little. Daryl Luter coming in for Renardo Green. Yeah, I figured he would be the next man up. I will say this. It hasn't been the most entertaining game, Pot Liquor Hound, but that's why you're with me. That's why you're here right now, because we will talk you through less than glorious football games. Trey McBride, guy's a stud. Big catch, big gain, right up the middle. I'll agree with you here, Rise. You need every scrap, every break you can catch in a scrappy game. You really do. 3rd and 3. Huge play right here in this game right now. 3rd and 3. Right here. Kyler is sending his running back out to the flat. No, he brings him back. Trey Benson motioning all over the place. I don't think they got the play off. If they didn't call a timeout, that's a delay of game on Kyler Murray. Timeout. Arizona, timeout. Gannon got it in. Okay. Yeah, Kyler didn't like the way that formation was happening, and then they got the timeout. We got Matt. Matt says, I didn't wear any of my Niners gear for the past 2 weeks and they won. I wear it today and they suck. You're having a really good game defensively, so they don't suck today. But I'll tell you this, Matt, never mess with a streak. You got a winning streak going on. You don't change your socks during a winning streak, man. If you're 2-0 with no Niners gear, you don't put on Niners gear in week 3. Come on. It's not your fault. All right. 3rd and 3. Boom. 49ers getting it done. Mykel Williams, good to see you back in this football game, brother. Mykel Williams with that. Or was that Alfred Collins? Man, what a get-off Bryce Huff had on that. What a get-off. And then, yeah, Mykel Williams comes in there and throws a guy down like his wrist isn't bothering him at all. 4th and 4, and it's go for it time. 4th and 4. Nobody jumped. This feels fugazi. Oh, no, they snapped the ball. Here it is, 4th and 4. They would turn the ball over at midfield if they were giving it up. And, they just got it. They picked on Upton. Stout. Wilson picks up the first down. Kyler and the Arizona Cardinals will stay on the field. Oof. It's a big play for Arizona. Let me tell you, if Arizona ends up winning this game today, you can go back to that. That might matter. Somebody tells me I'm way behind. Well, I'm watching on YouTube TV, and so I'm subject to that. Big run here for Arizona. Arizona's going to have this ball inside the 15-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Benson picks up nearly 30 on that play. That is the biggest gain on the ground for either team all day. Trey Benson just picks up a huge chunk of yards for Arizona. Well, it's officially now just keep them out of the end zone. Arizona is in, we can tie this game up easily, field position right here. So, little end around. Not much, just inside the 20. And I was just about to make the same observation here. Billy, you beat me to it. Benally, you beat me to it. 49ers defense is tired. There's no doubt. 49ers defense is tired. By the way, 49ers got empty upper deck corners in this game at Levi's Stadium. Those are terrible seats. You're closer to God than you are the game. Ball goes off the hands across the middle. 3rd and 6. On a day where the 49ers defense has played pretty darn well, the biggest play of the day is right in front of them right here, right now. This 3rd down is either going to keep the Cardinals on the field looking for a touchdown or send them to their special teams. Third down here in the red zone for Kyler. Oh, my God. Incomplete pass. Oh, there was plenty of room to run right there. A drop. DeMarcado. My goodness. And Arizona's going to be setting up for a field goal right here, right now. I'm telling you, the drop gods have helped the 49ers twice today. Marvin Harrison Jr. and that play right there. Here comes the field goal attempt from Ryland, who's 1 of 2 for the day, but this is a gimme, and he drives it true and through, and it is now 6-all. Let me update this incredibly sophisticated score bug. And there it is, 6-all. All things considered, as much as the Niners have been destroyed in time of possession with all they're very much on track to win this football game. It shouldn't feel like that. But for some reason, somehow, I still think they're going to win this game. I really do. I will tell you, though, you know who's not going to win today? Me in any of my sleeper plays. I'm in an awful lot of trouble when it comes to my sleeper plays. There is no doubt about that. Let me show you what they look like right here. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Let me get this down. Christian McCaffrey needs 2 touchdowns. I don't think that's going to happen at this point. Ricky Pearsall, over 67.5 yards. I mean, that is in play. James Conner, 50.5 rushing yards, not going to happen. 9 carries, 22 yards, and he is out of the game, and his season is probably over. So that's going to reduce my chances of winning to nunca right there. Hey, Mac Jones, feel free to finish this game without a turnover like I predicted you would. I frickin' dare you. By the way, when you sign up for Sleeper, do so using the link in the description of this video. You get a $100 deposit match up to $100 just by using promo code Damon. When you sign up, boom, you're going to find out that it's America's fastest growing fantasy app. Its user interface is fantastic. Lots of fun to be had over on Sleeper. Go find out for yourself. Maybe it'll get there by the end of the game, probably during postgame. If you ordered an Ike's right now, by the way, order an Ike's sandwich. You'd be happy that you did. All sorts of deliciousness just waiting for you. Look at me. Look at me as a sandwich. Tell me you don't want me. As a host, I'm a maybe. As a sandwich, you're going to want to order 2 of those, right? Get yourself to Ike's. And, oh, by the way, get yourself to the Dubliner West Portal. I don't even need the graphic. I am the graphic today. Dubliner West Portal in San Francisco. Join us there on Saturday, October 4th at 4:20. It is the Saturday after the Thursday night game between the 49ers and the Rams, who, by the way, lost today in Philadelphia. That brings up the price of poker in this game even more for the 49ers. So we hope to see you at the Dubliner. We hope to see you all there. It is really good to have you here. Hopefully we get to hang out with you. We got Roastin in the comments said, I'd go, but I'm in Washington State. Okay, so you have my full permission to not report for duty then. Again, if you have to get on an airplane to get here and you don't make it, you're forgiven. But if you're somewhere in the Bay Area and you're a part of this community, come be part of this community for real. Wait until you meet these cool, great people that have really surrounded us. Eric, thank you very much. You rock. Truly a Bay Area treasure. I don't know about any of that, but we're here. All right, what do you got? Mac Jones, big strike downfield, finds Ricky Pearsall. Niners got the ball in Cardinals territory. They're now over 50. Smiley saying, I got to get on Caltrain. Well, I'm glad you're not Smiley Dan, but Smiley V, get on Caltrain, come on into the city and have a great time with us. I'm almost a minute behind, Damon, on the stream. Well, then, geez, can you catch up? Maybe move that little cursor bar up a little, doing everything I can. Another completion. Ricky Pearsall, they're feeding him. The one. Feed Ricky. They are feeding Ricky right here, right now. Get the ball to Ricky. Hey, JC Montana, did you see that too? Finally, a play action, and they bid on it, for goodness sakes. Feels like with Christian McCaffrey not getting it done today, Ricky might be the only guy to give you explosive plays. 2nd and 2 for the 49ers. Handoff to McCaffrey. Oh, McCaffrey, one of his biggest runs of the afternoon. Got the ball down to the 23-yard line. That is a first down, and the 49ers are on the march a little bit right here, right now. This is good. This is good. Again, Barry says, Cowboys, Steelers, or Titans only on TV here. That's why you got to get direct ticket, man. That's a rough market to be living in. If you're in the Tennessee Titans viewing market, you got to get access to other markets because that's a brutal Sunday. Bill Kennedy says, also watching on YouTube TV, you are slightly ahead. Well, you can go in there and change your delay in the broadcast, too. I suggest you do that, but I'm sorry if I'm still behind network television. Happy Sunday and cheers, Damon. Barry McCorker. Oh, great to see you, Barry. Thank you very much for the super. We got J.D. Sugar. Defense has been great given the time of possession. Hopefully this offense doesn't piss away this effort. Amen. Amen. By the way, we're officially halfway to a Dayquil bottle pull, but I sort of need one right now, so I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. 1st and 17 after the 49ers pick up a penalty offensively. Mac Jones dropping back, 3 steps drop, finds Ricky. Ricky stabbing that one out of the air. Cheers. Here's to all the stabbing. I smelled it before I sipped it. That meant, woohoo! I'm telling you. I think I got Dayquil affecting me more. Severe cold and flu Dayquil is affecting me more than whiskey does these days. Maybe we'll do shots of Dayquil from here on out the rest of the season. By the way, my Ricky Pearsall over has hit. Christian McCaffrey with a reception. Mac Jones starting to get in rhythm here. Took until late in the third quarter for the 49ers offense to look like it's in rhythm, but for the first time today, it looks like it's in rhythm. 3rd and 4. Huge play right here. I mean, obviously you're not in 4-down territory when you're looking to take a lead in the game, but if you make this so makeable, this might be 4-down territory right here. Leave the Cardinals with a huge long field to get over. Mac Jones finds Ricky Pearsall at the 5-yard line. First down, 49ers. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. Finally, the Niners are part of that rhythm nation. Man, this offense owes this defense a touchdown right here. It really does. And Ricky Pearsall, I mean, what can be said other than the guy you hoped you drafted appears to be in the room now. That's really good. Brian Robinson, his first carry of the day. It's a tough carry. Manly yards up the middle. Brian Robinson gets the ball down to about the 2, picks up 3 or 4 yards on that rush. Pretty Ricky balling out. He is having a great game today. Above us, only sky. Dayquil with the Crown Royal Chaser. All right. 2nd and goal. Christian McCaffrey is going to bring it down to about the 1. Setting up 3rd and a yard to pay dirt. 3rd and goal. Man, the 49ers need to punch this in. Now they're definitely, I think, in 2-down territory here. You need a touchdown here. You can't be settling for a field goal from, 1st and eyelash. 4th and eyelash. Saying, oh my God, Mac is limping. I haven't seen that yet. Let me watch Mac limp. Oh, McCaffrey was given the ball to go wide around right side, and he got hit in the backfield. McCaffrey did now. So here's the thing. Mac Jones fell down on this handoff. Is that where he hurt himself? Oh, 4th and goal. I mean, come on. Come on. You got to go for it here. You got to go for it here, right? Leave Arizona with that long field, even if you don't make it. It's the right thing to do. 4th and goal. What do you got? Christian McCaffrey was the target, but he got hit as the ball was getting there. Man, incomplete. Niners are going to turn it over on downs. God, that was just predictable. Run into the end zone, not short of the end zone. God. Oh, man. Wilson just put a lick on McCaffrey. That was that wasn't great. That wasn't great. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Dumb call. Kyled again. Never Daunted wants to fire Kyle. Smiley's calling ugly. Brutal. Man. Stacy. Ugh. Here's the thing. Joe G, you said should have taken the points. With the way this defense is playing, I'm going to disagree. I mean, even though you say, when in doubt, take the lead, right? I think this is the right move. The right move would have been to score a fucking touchdown there. That would have been the right move. But, here's the thing. Like, have 2 or 3 can definitely pick up 3 or 4 yards anytime you call them calls. What's there? Robinson hasn't been involved in this game. He stinks. Kyled again, coming in from the super. Alex says that feels like a flag anywhere else. Well, you're still in that 5-yard can make contact zone. So no. This is a legitimate question. What are you paying Juszczyk for? Well, first of all, Juszczyk isn't even in on these plays, right? You can't give him the ball. He can't carry. He's not there to carry the ball, but he's not even out there doing anything. Is Kyle Juszczyk on this team? Again, we got a lot of, this is hilarious. Kyle sucks. Again, you could still go 3-0 today. You could still go 3-0 today. If they do, DJ Venus, get to 3-0, do you still want your head coach fired? Undefeated, 2 wins in the division, if that's where they are at the end of this day? He did got blown up. Blown up indeed. Oh no, high school offense. All right. Well, Arizona backed up to the point where Kyler is standing on the R in 49ers in the end zone. Throws a pass, completed, picks up about 3 yards. This is the time for a defensive moment right here, right now. Let's see if they can do it. JD Sugar says, why are we throwing it short of the goal line from the 1 yard line? I don't know. I don't like that either. I'm going into the end zone. The good news is with the turnovers, Arizona has to start on the 2-3 yard line. Exactly. MSQ. With the brand of defense that the 49ers are playing today, I think playing for the touchdown, again, it's disappointing they didn't get it, but I think it was the right move. I mean, this game officially feels like first team to score a touchdown is going to win it. The doubting, it's starting. What is that? ILL We 81. Is that Illinois win? You did not win, Illinois. Go Hoosiers. That felt like game. I don't think we win. Man, calm down. Again, take the points. Again, when you come up pointless, those 3 points feel pretty good now, right? Don't they? You would like those. But I don't mind Arizona with this field position at all. Manuel says, listen to how quiet it is there. There's no home field advantage in the unfinished erector set. Yeah, kind of. I mean, noise is built to escape Levi's Stadium. When most stadiums build in an element of the noise stays in here because that will help us. I guess, yeah, this is another way to look at it. The longer the field might tire out our defense even more too. Maybe. Christopher saying, what's up from Vegas? Have a great time in Vegas, man. From a gambling standpoint, we are not doing very well today, Las Vegas. Well, here we go. The field is flipped. There are 15 minutes remaining in this game. Your fourth quarter is about to begin. 2nd and 4 for Kyler Murray, who, by the way, just made a motion out to his, back off a little bit. Renardo Green. No, hand up the middle. First down. They're going to say it's 3rd down. 3rd and 1. Okay, 3rd and 1. Third and 1. CJ West, right in the middle of this defensive line. He's been playing today. I've seen him out there. I've seen him push the pile, but we have not used his name. What do you got here right now? 3rd and 1. Big play. Kyler. Little fake handoff up the middle. He's looking to go deep here. Oh, CJ West nearly got his hands around Kyler Murray. Murray running all over the place. He's going to be brought down. Oh, let me tell you, he was in the end zone when he threw that ball away. That's a safety. That should be a safety. That should be a safety. If that's intentional grounding while his feet are in the end zone, that is a safety. And that is why you give the Cardinals the ball back right there. Niners are jumping around like they're going to get this ball back with a 2-point lead. That's got to be a safety. If I know anything about rules, that's a safety. Intentional grounding in the end zone. Quarterback was outside the end zone when he threw that. My ass. Review this, Kyle. They're saying because the ball was outside of the end zone, his entire body is in the end zone when he's throwing that ball. Throw the flag, Kyle. Okay. All right. First of all, that ball, as he's throwing it, I mean, yeah, it might be outside the end zone. Woof. That's as close as it gets to being a safety, boys and girls. That is as close as it gets. But either way, Arizona is now punting from the back of its own end zone. And the 49ers have Sky Moore returning this football. And he gets it over the 50 and is taken down at the 49-yard line. Man, I thought that ball was in the end zone. I thought that when it was cocked back by his ear hole was in the end zone. How do you not challenge that? Can you challenge? Is it a challengeable call? By the way, I've been sipping on this coffee all day. We're almost done over there. Got to bring in the water. Well, to say that this offense officially owes this defense a score is a huge understatement right here. This offense owes this defense a touchdown on this drive, and there is no negotiating that. Like you practiced all week, Kyle. I hope you practiced for this moment because this is it. A game that has been a tug of war. The most important pull is coming up right here on this drive. Yeah, safety bettors are crying right now. It's always a ballsy thing to say, I'm betting on a safety happening in this game. Yeah, that was close. That was close. Bill M says Bears 31, Dallas 14. Good God. Dallas. You can't be taken seriously if you're losing the Chicago Bears like that. Is it the week the Bears have figured it out? I'm not going to go that far. Again, the price of poker. The price of poker in this game went up as soon as the Philadelphia Eagles came back to beat the Los Angeles Rams, who looked as in control of that football game as you can look at halftime, but then they gave it all away. And Philadelphia came back in rousing fashion. After Jalen Hurts laid down a stinker, he was better in that second half. So this is just huge. Huge. The results of this game mean a lot. Yeah, do you think Dallas is missing that Micah Parsons guy at all? By the way, we got Mac Jones out on the field now with a brace on his left knee that he was not wearing earlier. So, yeah, a little twisted knee. That has happened to Mac Jones. But he's a tough guy. He's a hockey player. He's still out there. Kyle, this is when you got to be great. 49ers offense, 49ers offensive line. This is where you got to do something special. Little play action to McCaffrey. McCaffrey had to pin that against his thigh to come down with it. He only picked up a couple. this game has just been death by inches here today. Second and 8. Second and 8. And again, a run right up the middle. There hasn't been a real running lane open up the middle all day. And Kyle is still handing it off to Christian McCaffrey here. Third and 5. Third and 5. What you got here? Mac Jones? They're in 4-down territory, so that ball is handed to McCaffrey again. Goes up the middle, and this is going to bring up a 4th down. Well, 4th and 2. 4th down hasn't exactly been kind to the 49ers in this game. So let's see what Kyle's got cooked up here on 4th and 2. Oh, Mac is uncorked one right here. Downfield for Ricky Pearsall, who catches one in his ear hole. Ricky Pearsall's got this ball inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. What a throw from Mac to Ricky Pearsall. Made everybody in the stadium hold their breath. Woo! Woo! Wow, Ricky Pearsall up here. 8 catches, 117 yards today for Ricky Pearsall. He has been the 49ers' best player, bar none. McCaffrey, strong carry, down to about the 1-yard line. Man. Pearsall. That hit Ricky Pearsall in the face mask, could have easily bounced out of his hands. He gathered it. Incredible catch. Play of the day for the 49ers offense. There is no second close play of the day. That was it. 2nd and goal, Niners, play action, wide open use check, touchdown, Niners. Touchdown, Niners. Kyle Juszczyk, how about that? We're talking about, why aren't you using this guy? Why isn't he in the game? If you're not going to use him as a lead blocker, use him as a target. Get him involved. Play him at tight end, and that's what he just was. He played the role of George Kittle right there. Oh, he was wide open. Great play. Great play. Never daunted. He was asking for a little use check earlier. Oh, there he is. Maybe use him a little bit more, Kyle. Pinheiro. He likes it from that right hash. Kick is good. Whew. 49ers. 49. How many of you were telling me that this team was no good? This game was no good? How many of you do I have to remind on a week-to-week basis? Football games consist of 4 quarters. Don't be a bitch through 3 quarters in tight games where things are still doable. This game, it has been lackluster. It has been mind-numbingly painful at times, but doable. Has been there all game long for the 49ers. I'm glad that they just did it. And what do you know? I guess I need to update a little something that we like to call the greatest score bug in the NFL. Hold on. Here we go. Bump, bump, bump. 49ers, 13. Boom. Save. Display. There you go. There you go, 49ers fans. 13-6 lead over Arizona. 10:50 remaining in the game. All you got to do is play a decent amount of defense between now and the end of the day, and you got it. Howard Cohn says, great live stream, old friend. Well, thank you, Howard. Thank you. Update that score bug. Let's go. We did it. It took a while to get there, but we officially did it. 3-1 Giants final score. Oh, everything coming up San Francisco today. Lee says, let fans fan. Don't need a lecture. No. The whole point of you coming to this live stream is to be less of a total pussy as you watch a football game. There is about almost a 20%, 1 out of 5 ratio of Niners fans who during a game displays a sign of fan bitchness that needs to be corrected. I'm here to make you better fans. You need to stop panicking the first time adversity hits you in the face in a football game. I know more about this than the least tough of you. Trust me. There are some serious thin-skinned 49ers fans. I'm here to toughen you up. What a catch by Ricky Pearsall. They're showing it coming back again. That's the play of the game. The play of the day. Ricky Pearsall. I mean, you want to get crazy here, B. Lauren? You're right. Could sure use a turnover here on defense. No doubt about it. Damon, you're an excellent therapist. That's why I'm here. Thank you. Again, sometimes there's going to be some tough love. Some people in this fan base need tough love. Thank God we got Salah back. I'll agree with you there. Fuji, thoughts on the Valkyrie? Fuji, what are you talking about? Bringing up a WNBA score? I love you, Fuji. Don't you think that you know more about what people want to know about? Here's what I think about the Valkyries. I don't give a flying fuck. Oh, by the way, that is a huge play downfield. Kyler Murray, big play. I love you, Fuji. Thank you. But you asked me a WNBA question during a goddamn NFL game? Jesus. That's enough to get you banned. What do you think the Valkyries are worth? Who gives a fuck? Stop the Cardinals. By the way, the Cardinals are already in field goal range here. That was a huge play. And now, bounce a run outside, losing some yards right there. Okay. No, this game is not over. It's not even close to being over. Joe G, you need to calm down and put the drink down. What, the Dayquil? Second and 12. Kyler, 5-step drop. Not a lot of pressure on Kyler since Bosa went out in this game. He uncorks one to the end zone. Did Marvin Harrison Jr. catch that? Is that there's a flag on the play? What do we got? Pass interference in the end zone? What am I looking at here? I thought Marvin Harrison Jr. caught that. He came down, might have dropped it, didn't control it through the catch. There was a flag on this play. They're going to say Renardo Green pass interference. Was it pass interference before the end zone or in the end zone? Where did this penalty occur? Man, Renardo Green just totally lost his assignment right there. Absolutely lost his assignment. And that was pass interference in the end zone for sure. Oy. You still super happy? Well, the Niners can still win this game. You do realize that, right? Big tackle Fred Warner on first down, bringing up 2nd and goal. I wasn't talking like the game was over. I was talking like all of you were saying the game was over in the second quarter. That's the problem. This game is not over. And because it's not over and the Niners still have the lead, that means you don't ball up like a little bitch and panic. I'll bet you Arizona actually ties it up here. Let's see what happens. 2nd and goal. Kyler uncorks one in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Trey McBride. That was going to happen. Man, one big play in that drive got the field flipped on the 49ers, and Arizona is an extra point away from tying this up. Joe G says, that's all. What do you mean, that's all? Aren't there 8 minutes remaining in this football game? 8 minutes and 37 seconds? But that was a little bit too easy. That looked too easy. And I think now we're watching the cumulative effect of all of the offensive plays that Arizona has run against a tired defense come into play a little bit on that drive right there. It is 13-13. We got to update the score bug again, don't we? 13-13, never a reason to walk away early. Again, there's also no reason to think that there is an unwinnable football game on the 49ers schedule today. Calm down. Fuji says, can we run up the middle successfully? No, I don't think so. Not with Jake Brendel as your center. I don't think it's really going to happen. Barry McCorker said, this is like every other 49ers Cardinals game. What are y'all new here? Casuals should be banned. Again, seriously. Jay Sugar says, every time Juszczyk catches a pass, I hear Kyle saying, did you see my play in my head? Good to finally see it happen in the end zone. Well, let's see it happen again. No reason to lighten up on the scoring at this particular time in the game. That is for sure. I can tell you this. We got our biggest audience of the day right now. More people are watching this live stream right now, over 1,000 of you, than earlier in the day today. So thank you for being a part of this. My play over on Sleeper was blown up the minute James Conner's season basically ended. I can tell you that your season is just waiting for you over on Sleeper. Use promo code Damon when you sign up to match $100 in your first deposit on Sleeper. It is America's fastest growing fantasy site. Go ahead, pick over-unders on a whole bunch of player props. You put them together, and maybe it'll be winner, chicken dinner. You're going to love the user interface. Sleeper rules. It really, really does. It is fantastic. Speaking of that rules, let me tell you what absolutely rules. Something delicious, something that you can get from Ike's. If you order it by now, maybe it's showing up by the time Sunday Night Football starts. And, an Ike's sandwich is so big and significant, you can have one of those bad boys for dinner too. Sign up for that Love Rewards program. Start eating your way towards free sandwiches. And again, join us at the Dubliner West Portal on October 4th. We are thrilled. I am thrilled to have you here. We are trying to grow this page. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. And this is where we are right now with our largest audience of the day. Can you make that start going north right now? Would you hit subscribe for me, please? Over 1,000 of you are in the room right now watching on Twitter and on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button, hit notify, and be here for all of our live streams. We are live every single time the 49ers are playing. We are live at 9 a.m. the day after the 49ers play. Yours truly and Larry Krueger giving you a wake up. We do those at 9 a.m. on Fridays as well. And I am live 11 a.m. Monday through Friday, West Coast time, in order for you to always be there. Hit subscribe, hit notify, and hit like on this live stream. Niners are in a pressure cooker here today. Tie game. 8:31 remaining. Mr. 33 Degrees says no turnovers yet. I feel like there's going to be one at some point. Could definitely be the play of this game. Well, don't talk about that while Mac Jones has the football. But yeah, this is a turnover-free football game so far. All right. Oh, Adam Amin's doing the play-by-play today. I should have had him on. Pass to McCaffrey, picks up almost 10. It's going to be third and short, or second and short, when the Niners come on back here. Second and 1. Little draw play to McCaffrey. Arizona was all over it, but the Niners still do pick up that first down. I thought on 2nd and 1, this might be a shot down field. But no, kept it conservative right there. McCaffrey's got 46 rushing yards, 68 receiving yards, 112 total yards, no touchdowns for Christian. He might not be who he used to be, but he's still a very, very good player in this league. Under 7:30 in a ticking clock. Brian Robinson Jr. is in this game. Little pitch. That play hasn't gotten the Niners much all day, but it's getting the Niners plenty right here. The best run of the Niners' career of Brian Robinson Jr. right there. What did he just pick up? About 19, 20 yards? Woo! Okay. There you go. Colton McKivitz with a nice lead block here coming around the corner. Boom! No one needs to be a Shanahan apologist. His job is not in danger. Not at all. Barry Ford. On the patio, wishing I had an Ike's until there's a dinner menu. Pork chops, turnip greens, mac and cheese, cornbread. I mean, dude, that sounds like the Memphis special right there, Barry. You and Mary are going to be doing it right tonight. The Niners trying to win with a second-string quarterback, second stringers, and an awful lot of skill positions. No George Kittle. The defense has done its job today in a game where Nick Bosa was lost early. Hopefully not for very long. We're all going to be holding our breath for any Nick Bosa knee injury updates, but he left this game and did not return. Again, the Niners, their backs against the wall. And they are in position to win this football game. 3rd and 5. Huge play right here from Mac Jones. Fires one downfield. Interception. Oh, Mac uncorked one finally. We thought there might be one. Oh, Mac, what are you doing? Oh, that's bad. That's bad. If, by the way, you want to, you can dump your now's when you dump your 49ers. I think we might lose this game anxiety. Now I won't say that that's a wrong thing because that is a huge mistake. A huge mistake. He was looking for Ricky Pearsall. Pearsall ran a route, but Mac just threw it too much in front of Pearsall. Oh. Man, the turnover that you hoped you wouldn't see today, Mr. 33 Degrees, I'm not putting that on you, but you were right. There was a turnover at some point, and there it was. So now, in good field position, Arizona has a chance to take the lead in this game with a successful drive right here. 49ers defense, if they got a turnover in them, now would be the time to see it. Second and 9. 432, 431, 430, 429. Tick, 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 tick. I mean, if Arizona can run a 4-minute drill here into field goal range, Niners are in trouble. Kyler Murray looks to keep it himself, doesn't get very far. That's going to set up a third down right here, and we have reached what is now the new biggest play in this game. This third down right here is gargantuan. 3rd and 5 is what the 49ers defense is looking at. What's Gannon going to call? Where is he going to put this ball? Robert Saleh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do right here? 3rd and 5. Fred Warner. Oh, Fred Warner knocks the pass down. 4th and 5. Fred Warner, the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, is having a monster game today. Fred Warner, he really might be the no negotiations. If that guy gets hurt, your season does end. But as long as Fred Warner is out there, it feels like the 49ers defense is going to be able to act like itself. 10 tackles today, leading the team. Fred Warner just made this big a defensive play as you're going to see all afternoon. Sky Moore, you should have let that ball bounce into the end zone. What are you doing? Why is Sky Moore fielding that punt? I don't think Sky Moore is very good on special teams. Yeah, there is no doubt, Moses, big fucking play. Big play by Fred Warner. If the 49ers go on to win this game today, it will be because of what Fred Warner just did. That was huge. Indiana Jim, Fred Air Warner. Seriously, he got up there for that one. All right. In the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds, can the 49ers drive it into field goal range? God, Mac Jones had that pass batted down at the line of scrimmage again. Is Mac Jones trying to throw a second interception here? I swear to freaking God, Mac Jones. Second and 10, way backed up. Niners need to get out of the shadow of their own end zone here, if nothing else, to be able to flip some field. Calais Campbell, don't go down. Oh, my God. Mac Jones nearly got safetied. He ran it out of the end zone, though. Thank goodness. Is there going to be a hold? In the end zone? Is that a safety? Are they calling holding in the end zone? Holding on Dominic Pooney in the end zone, that's a safety. Holy shit. Wow. Dominic Pooney with a hold in the end zone. There was so that hold was before the end zone. Okay, so that hold happened before they got in the end zone. Oh, man. For the 49ers to have missed out on a safety earlier in this game, for the 49ers to have not kicked a field goal earlier on in this game, which in the moment felt like the right thing to do, but given everything that's happened since, that's not good. Niners, look at it this way. If you 49er fans wanted to speak a loss into existence, you might have done that today. Wow. That was bad, and Mac Jones knows it. Again, why are you calling plays where you're taking drop steps into the end zone? A lot to be desired on that offensive sequence, to say the least. And now they're going to have to kick the ball back and get it back right away. So it's basically, it's not good. And this offensive line is not getting the job done. Again, Kyle Shanahan is without his starting quarterback. He is without his starting Hall of Fame defensive end. He is without his starting Hall of Fame tackle. He's got one wide receiver who basically dressed and played today, and Ricky Pearsall. This is still a very depleted 49ers team. So to say that Kyle Shanahan is bad at his job, when I just disagree with that wholeheartedly. But Billy, you want to say, we told you take the 3 points? Okay. If you want to say, I told you so, should have taken those 3 points at this particular time, you can play that card. No doubt about it. Well, if the Niners can force a turnover, that would be fantastic. They need one right here, right now. Fred Warner should be peanut punching everything he sees. Kyler Murray keeps that ball, takes it around, right side, stays in bounds. Tick, 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 tick. Howard, that might be it today. Well, at least the Rams lost. Cardinals been owning us. Yeah, hold on. Howard right here. Least sorry. Damn thing keeps moving. Yeah, at least the Rams lost. 49ers might now lose too. 2nd down and 1. Is Kyle going to call some timeouts here? Like, are you going to call any timeouts, Kyle? First down, right up the middle. Yeah, I'm going to say right now, Smiley, it is over. Again, Jed will never file Kyle the Nepo baby because Jed himself is a Nepo baby. We're stuck with this clown forever. This clown's been to the Super Bowl twice. This clown was 2-0 with a beat-up team. Both games on the road. You know, it's not Kyle Shanahan's fault that Levi Stadium provides zero home field advantage. Seriously, opposing teams are so comfortable in Levi Stadium. I still don't think Pooney held in the end zone. But yeah, the Niners are probably losing today. No doubt about it. Arizona just snapping it, keeping it to Kyler Murray. Murray keeps it and gets tackled. Very little gain. Kyle's calling a timeout right here. Got to make a play on 2nd down. Yeah, right? He didn't. I think it's a bullshit call. I don't think Pooney. How come Kyle didn't ask for a replay on any play? Or it's a scoring play, so it's automatically reviewed? I don't think Pooney held in the end zone. Or if you're holding while your quarterback is in the end zone, is that what triggers the safety? I mean, I guess I'd need to read the details of the rule book right there. Second and 9. Need to make a defensive play right here. What do you got? That's a defensive play right there being made. All right. I wouldn't use a timeout right here. I'd let it go down to the 2-minute warning if I'm Kyle. You're going to want that final timeout for yourself. And so third and ball game. That's what you're looking at coming back here from commercial break. It's going to be third and ball game. Our biggest audience of the game right here, right now. So we're going to go through this together one way or another. Again, it's a game that feels like the 49ers let slip away. But the truth is, the slipping away probably occurred because the 49ers couldn't get anything done offensively, and they got a tired defense here in this second half. Let me see real quickly what the time of possession is looking like in this game. It is 34-25 for the Cardinals, 23-35 for the 49ers. The 49ers have had a better day passing the ball. The 49ers have more total yards today. They've been outgained on the ground 106-74. They've committed one more penalty. And that one turnover from Mac Jones is the difference in this game right now. Literally need a pick six right here. Hey, if you thought the Cardinals were going to turn it over today, they haven't. Mr. 33 Degrees says, no negativity. We got this, boys. That's the kind of positivity you're looking for at this point in the game. No doubt. No doubt about it. By the way, if you're looking to do something to make yourself feel better, well, you go ahead and you make that number grow. I was hoping we get to 47,200 by the end of today's show. I don't know if we're going to get there. We certainly won't unless all of you who are not subscribed, lean in and hit subscribe right now. We've got the biggest audience of the day watching right now. I know the vast majority of my regulars aren't even subscribers. So you go ahead, you hit that subscribe button and hopefully be here with us all season long. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for supporting my sponsors, Sleeper, Ike's, and the Dubliner West Portal, where I seriously hope if you're in the Bay Area, if you are in San Francisco, you plan on joining us on October 4th at 4:20. We're going to be hanging out that Saturday. That's going to be the Saturday after the 49ers-Rams game on Thursday night. Back to Levi Stadium. The entire game is here on 3rd and 9. The entire game, ball is snapped. Kyler Murray looking, throwing. First and no, hold on. That ball came out incomplete. Woo! 4th down, boys and girls. 4th down. Kyler put that exactly where he needed to put it. Upton stout. Marvin Jones was unable to control the ball through the catch. It came bouncing out. And now, what do the 49ers have? They're getting the ball back. Sky Moore. That ball's going to come out to the 20-yard line. Sky Moore didn't make a fucked up special teams play. What do you know? And so a chance for redemption. The 49ers, with one timeout and a $1:46, trying to get into Eddie Piñeiro's field goal range. We'll see if they can do it. Thanks for keeping us from not being insane, Damon. Jonas, I'll do what I can. Thank you so much for being here, brother, and thank you for the super as always. Yeah, McCaffrey 3 times in a row here. Just watch. Well, all I'm telling you, Joe, is that they're in 4-down territory. So, whatever that takes. McCaffrey with a little chip block. Mac Jones gets it out, but that ball's incomplete on 1st down. A lot of pressure there on Mac. All right, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. McCaffrey in motion. He's lined up in the slot. Mac in an empty backfield throws it out. Tongus, 1st down. First down. 90 seconds. Clock is ticking. Mac Jones. He delivered a game-winning drive last week. Complete pass to Sky Moore. Hey, how about that? First down. 49ers looking to get closer to midfield. Mac Jones throws underneath. Ball's incomplete, but we have pass interference. That's pass interference. 49ers about to get gifted some free yards right here. Jesse, time for that juice sneaky sideline leak pattern. Yeah, where is that use check wheel route? Saw McCaffrey run a wheel route in this game that Mac Jones didn't know about. So that wasn't great. Howard saying Levi's coming alive. Actually, now's when they should be quiet. 49ers are on offense. A fresh set of downs, ball nearly at the 50-yard line. I'd say they're about 25 yards away from the edge of Piñeiro's field goal range. Pass complete to Kendrick Bourne. Picks up about 8. Tick, 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 tick. Pass complete to Kendrick Bourne, technically inside the graphic that talks about Piñeiro's range. Okay. Just get a little bit closer. Mac Jones, don't do anything stupid. Mac's like, I'm not going to do anything stupid, and he throws that one into the 4th row. Good job on first down there, Mac Jones. It stops the clock. 25 seconds remaining in this game. 2nd and 10. Do you like football? Is it good to have football season back? Do you feel alive right now? Isn't it good to have football back? Come on, baby. Come on. What do you got? Brock Purdy. Mac Jones to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey running in the open field down to about the 15-yard line. Woo! They're going to spike it. Boom. I wonder if they're going to run one play to get the ball on the right hash. That's where Piñeiro likes it. Do you like football? Do you like football? Do you like football? Do you like Ike's? Sky says, got the Reuben sandwich from Ike's. It was good. Yes, it is. 49ers trying to do a good thing right here, right now. Mac Jones, again, just getting that ball into the middle of the hashes. He goes down with 4 seconds left. The Niners are going to take their final time out, and here comes not Jake Moody. Not Jake Moody is exactly the kicker you want in this moment. Not Jake Moody is exactly who you want. Not Jake Moody is exactly who the 49ers have. Eddie Piñeiro, if you'd like to send everybody home happy today, if you'd like to be a forever Niner, forever faithful, I'm not saying this gets you into the 49ers Hall of Fame, but your jersey could get retired right here, Eddie. Eddie Piñeiro, one of the most accurate kickers in the history of the NFL, from 35 yards out, right down the middle. The 49ers lead by 1. There are 0 seconds left in this game. And for those of you who wanted to say, Damon, what do you know about football? That's what I know about football. You don't give up on a game when it's easy to give up on a game. You stay in it. And the 49ers just won. Eddie Piñeiro. Boom. Told ya. Mr. 33 Degrees said, we told you we got this one, boys. How about dem apples? I feel like Matt Damon right now. I feel like Goodwill Hunting right now. Should we even go back to about 20 minutes ago when the least positive among you were shitting your pants and totally demonstrating that there is an element of this 49er fan base that is gladly there to piss down its own leg the minute something gets tough? You don't do that. Quit being a bitch on a football Sunday. The game lasts 4 quarters. The game lasts 60 minutes. The 49ers were not built to steamroll the Cardinals under the circumstances they're in. But here they are, banged up, fucked up, not going according to plan, 3-0. Put that in your pipe and you smoke it. Put that in your pipe, you scared Niner fans out there. This is why you need this live stream. This is why you need to like and subscribe. How are the subs going right now? Subs should be going through the fucking roof right now. Subs should be going through the roof right now. Right now. I want to get to 50,000 right now. Put me at 50,000 right now. I want more than 3,000 subs right now. While some of you got a little worried, while some of you lost a lot of faith, I thought you guys called yourselves the faithful. But no, some of you, the minute you can throw a dart at Kyle Shanahan, you do it. Undefeated. 3-0. Does Damon know a little bit more about how to watch a football game than some of us do? Yep. You're welcome. I will be the spine for some of you spineless Niner fans. In the barn. That was easy. That was easy. A lot of supers coming in right here. JP from the 510, member for 21 months now. Hey, where you at, haters? Where are you? Told you so. Bay Marin, whatever BGN stands for and monetarily, I don't even know. Thank you. MKG, $2 in the ganja jar. Thank you, MKG. Steve Sheridan, keep the faith. You call yourselves the faithful. Barry McCorker, Kyle Haters, eating major ass. And we are over 50 supers, which means Dayquil shots for all. Thomas, you're right about that. Dayquil shots for everybody. Ah, that's awful. You know it's not awful? Going to 3-0. Do you like being 3-0? If you're a Niner fan, did you like being 3-0? Some of you sounded like you wanted to be 2-1 at the end of today. Some of you sounded like you wanted to have your own biases become reality in spite of the Niners having a chance to take a stranglehold on their division, which, by the way, since the Rams lost today, and they already got a game on the Seahawks, and they beat a division opponent today. This is all good. This is good, right? Do you understand that? The Sun God, Niners win right at 420. Right on. Right on, man. So this is why having a good kicker is important. Yes, Fuji. Yes, this is why you're going to want a good kicker at some point. Never daunted. Again, enjoying an undefeated Indiana season so far. Alone at the top of the NFC West. Is that a good place to be? Do you like being alone at the top of the NFC West through 3 weeks, even though you haven't been healthy, not for a down yet this season? 49ers have not been healthy. Let me tell you, there's only one way for this day to get better, and that is to learn that Nick Bosa's knee injury is not a big deal. And that's the only way this day could get a little bit better, given what just happened. First place Niners still should have taken the points. I hear you. Dan Bow, 88. Eddie Pinheiro, you feeling that? You like that? Niners say bang, bang, baby. How about them Niners? How about that? Espinoza, great commentary, Damon. Oh, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to do this for you. It really is. Fuji, game ball goes to the fans who brave the hot sun. That and Ricky Pearsall for making that huge catch in this game. Ricky Pearsall was the 49ers' best player in this game, not named Fred Warner. J.D. Sugar, Dinero Pinero, thank you for the dinero. This is, again, what is UGX? It's a dollar amount. 25,000 UGXs, whatever that is. I feel like I just got paid big in Uganda or something. I don't know, but thank you very much for 25,000 UGXs, whatever the fuck that is. Mac Jones on one leg, legend. Look, Thomas, here's what I'm going to tell you right now. The last thing you want is to keep on looking this gift horse in the mouth. But Mac Jones had a job to do. Come in for a handful of games and make sure that the 49ers don't take a step back while Brock Purdy is hurt. He's done that so far. He's done that. Brendel is not an NFL player. I'm not even going to argue with you. But he's on a winning team today, isn't he? On a winning team today. Look at all these comments coming in. Damon gonna roast us. I'm telling you who drank my beer. There is a large enough portion of the 49er faithful to make the moniker of Niners fans be faithful comical. Like, I'm dead serious. I really do believe 1 in 5, 20% of 49ers fans are rooting for them to lose at all times because they think that the next coach will just come in here and win Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl, as if anything other than just two coaches have ever won a fucking Super Bowl for the San Francisco 49ers. And Kyle Shanahan is already behind both of those guys for most wins in the history of the franchise. Again, it's real easy to say that you've lost your patience with Kyle. And Kyle has gotten more opportunities, seasons as a head coach than most guys get. But this is what happens when you go to Super Bowls. I understand you want to win those. But going to a Super Bowl, theoretically, no matter what happens, means, you know, the coach isn't that bad. Of course you'd like to win it. Of course you'd like to win the Super Bowl. Wanting to win the Super Bowl doesn't make you special at all. But I'm a fan who thinks that I should win one right now. I get it. I get it. Kyle Shanahan's a pretty good head coach. Kyle Shanahan's got a team that isn't even really good right now, 3-0. Kyle Shanahan had this game slipping through his fingers as much as possible, but the team did not give up on Kyle Shanahan. As a matter of fact, they won it. Second week in a row, a game-winning drive comes off of Mac Jones, and that cannot be a bad thing, my friends. JP from the 510 says 3-0, one game atop the NFC West. DeMarcus Robinson back next week. Brock Purdy less than 2 games away without getting hit. Love the watch party. Hopefully everything cool with Nick Bosa coming up soon. And yes, the Niners through 3 weeks of football are where they need to be. The Niners, through 3 weeks of football, weren't exactly set up to be 3-0, but here they are. The Niners, through 3 weeks, have finally admitted that we have a problem with Jake Moody, and somebody else coming in here is going to prove itself important. And what do you know? It has. Would any of you felt good with Jake Moody lining up for that field goal to get win today? Jake Moody, I don't think he would have made it. I mean, maybe he would have. But I'm not interested in maybe from my field goal kickers. I want a guy who is, the third most accurate field goal kicker in the history of the league. And guess what? That's who Eddie Pinheiro is. By the way, these are Ugandan shillings, a UGX. So what is 50,000 Ugandan shillings? Is that what I got? 50,000? Is that what somebody gave me? 50,000 Ugandan shillings. Oh, it's like $14. Thank you very much. Oh, 25,000. Like $7. Thank you very much. We're working for tips over here. 49ers got it done in a game that didn't feel like they were going to get it done, in a game that felt like it was going to go Arizona's direction, in a game where even my positivity was shaken there at the end. But notice my positivity wasn't shaken in the middle of the second quarter like some of you pussies. It's a good thing I'm here. Again, I will be the spine of the spineless. It's what I'm here to do. Dale, you are right. There's something wrong with the running game. Clearly, Robinson is the hot horse right now. More Robinson. Well, we saw Robinson have his first really good carry, impactful carry with the 49ers. That 19-yard gain that he had today, he finished 2 carries for 22 yards. 19 of them coming on one of the carries. So it was a day where, again, I'm not in love with Brian Robinson, but he made the big play when he needed it today. Christian McCaffrey might not be who he used to be, but who he is still good enough to be a very impactful player. MSQ says, if you want a good workout, just watch this Niners game. Yeah, your heart rate got up. Heart rate got up for sure. Damon, if I ever speak to you one-on-one, I can explain to you why it's not pussy to hate the bullshit your team does. Yeah, I think it is during the game that you're trying to win. Like, you got Monday through Saturday to complain about your team. As you're watching the game, you'd think you'd corner the complaints for a little bit of hope. You've got a zygote level young defense. You've got an offense that has one legitimate wide receiver in Ricky Pearsall playing right now. You've got Jake Brendel, who I don't think anybody has the right to be too excited about, in the middle of an offensive line that can't open up any holes for a running game to be very successful. You've got Nick Bosa missing most of today's game. You've got young players everywhere defensively and played well enough to win today. Again, there are times to complain about your team. I just don't think in the middle of a game that is winnable is one of them. Nostromella. Fred Warner stepped it up when Bosa went down. Damon, #1 on YouTube for 49ers content. Well, just thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being here today. And I got to tell you, I felt like crap all weekend long, from Friday to this morning. I didn't know if I was going to do this show or not. I was in bed for the most of it. Man, I'm glad enough I felt good enough to come out here and hang out with you today. Niners B team has a better record than the best team ever, the Green Bay Packers. I don't know if we're dropping best team ever on the Green Bay Packers. Not yet anyways. Thomas, thank you so very much. This is Merry Chicago 49ers faithful. Robert Saleh and Fred Warner turned the defense around. Everyone's out there playing at 100%. We can win without the vets. It's great to be a 49er fan. Mary, thank you very, very much. Big, generous dip into the ganja jar right here. 650, thank you for the watch party. Go Niners. Thank you, 650. Very, very much. What I want to do is take a little look-see at the box score. That's where we want. We want the box score. Share this tab. Let's add that to the stage. Kyler Murray was held to 159 passing yards. 22 of 35 for 159 yards. He threw a touchdown to Trey McBride in this game, which scared the hell out of everybody. But Mac Jones, look at it this way. Mac Jones, again, when asked to throw the ball 39 times last week, Mac Jones was asked to throw it 41 times today. That is an indictment on the 49ers running game. There's no doubt about that. But Mac Jones throws for 284 yards, 17 carries, 52 yards for Christian McCaffrey. The Niners only had 73 rushing yards on 20 carries. Ricky Pearsall, 8 catches, 117 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 10 catches, 88 yards in this game today. And look at what the 49ers secondary did to this entire group of Arizona receivers. Kyler spread the ball around, but not to great effect. Nobody had more than 44 yards receiving. I mean, you want to let's be totally honest about everything that happened today. It is a really good thing for the San Francisco 49ers that James Conner went out of this game with a devastating injury. Had he remained in this game, I don't know if the 49ers win it. I don't know if the 49ers find a win today if James Conner had remained in this game, but he didn't. On to the Jags, roasting in the comments. Yeah, it really is that simple. It is on to Jaguars week. Jags got a little bit of spiciness to them today. They won a big game going away. But yeah, after 3 weeks, the Niners are 3-0. This is not a bad thing, especially in a game where they were getting their asses kicked. Time of possession, 34-39. 34-39 to 25-21 time of possession for the 49ers. Again, today, look at what the Niners did. Just 2 of 10 on third down, and they win. 355 total yards. Didn't feel like that, did it? Didn't feel like they put up 355 total yards today. It was like pulling teeth at times offensively. They got the job done. The 49ers got the job done. And if you are a 49ers fan, how you can be angry at that in any way, shape, or form, I do not understand. If you thought that a loss today might have relieved you of Kyle Shanahan, if you think he's the problem, you're wrong. So considering Kyle will not be getting fired this year, they might as well win as many games as they can. Don't you think? Don't you think that's the right way to look at it? Robert Saleh. Find me a bigger presence changing a room this year in San Francisco or in the NFL from a coaching standpoint than what Robert Saleh has done with his defense. Outstanding coaching from Robert Saleh. What he is getting out of a very young team 3 weeks into the season is good. Brant Boyer. We've been critical of what is and is not happening on special teams playing a part in a win 2 weeks in a row. I mean, that feels like it's abstract right there. What do you mean? So the 49ers are going to have a special teams that's actually working for them, not against them? Really? Okay, that's good. Whew. That was a tight one. That was a stressful one. I know why some of you got rattled. I really, really do. I know it. I know why it happened. I'm just going to tell you right now, every football game is 4 quarters. Every football game is at least 60 minutes. I'm sure, and look, you had people in Philadelphia booing the 2-0 defending Super Bowl champions. And that is how bad they looked in Philadelphia. The beginning of that game against the Rams, it looked like it was going to be LA all day. But consistency is very hard to find in this league. Playing well from one half to the next is hard to do. Playing well from 1 week to the next should never be assumed. every single one of these games not only feels like it's happening in its own vacuum, but it's happening within the vacuum of the moment that quarter is in. Things change so quickly in this league. The prospects change so quickly in this league. My biggest Kyle Shanahan complaint today, and I don't even know if this is a fair complaint to log, because since they are scoring plays, can you review safeties? I would have liked to seen a review on where that Pooney holding really was. And if you're saying that, hey, all your quarterback needs to do is be in the end zone for holding to be called, I thought the player who committed the holding penalty had to be in the end zone as well. And I'm not sure that Kyler Murray had that ball all the way out of the end zone before that safety wasn't called. But boy, looked like it was close. My biggest problems today, and I don't even know if I should launch this problem, because were they reviewed? And Kyle didn't have to throw the flag. But that is the one, feel free to throw that red hanky, Kyle. But that's a win. The two safeties were bullshit. What kind of rule is that with Kyler? I mean, even if it is, the ball has to be all the way out of the end zone. I didn't think that the part by his ear hole was. I thought that he broke the plane of the end zone with the cocked throw, getting the ball out of it. Now, it was a razor-thin margin, but I think that he got it. What I don't like is that they need to put a camera on that field goal line, but not at an angle. Like, there needs to be a camera that goes right down that field goal line, runs perpendicular in the north and south of it. Felt like they had like a little bit of a reversed angle on that. Joseph Fernberg says Brock Purdy don't come in clutch like that. Just stop. Just stop. What did Brock Purdy do wrong today for you to try to shit on him, Joseph? Like, stop. It's the act is old, dude. It's old. It really is. I don't get it. Why be a Niner fan? Why? Well, look, all I'm going to tell you is that it wasn't pretty. It wasn't easy. It wasn't smooth, but it is 3-0. That's all that matters. Let's see what happens with Nick Bosa's injury diagnosis. That is what everybody is going to be waiting on here post-game, to see what happened to Bosa. But this was a really good game out of Ricky Pearsall. This was another very good game out of Mac Jones, all things considered. Fred Warner is the best defensive player maybe on planet Earth right now, and he showed that today. Another super coming in from Humdinger. Ricky! Cuba Gooding Jr. voice. Yeah, seriously, boys in the hood. Ricky got it done. Ricky got it done today. I want you to get it done today when it comes to, what do you think, that sandwiches are only good for lunch? You're wrong about that. Get yourself to Ike's and do it before you order dinner tonight. If you order Ike's, you're going to have a great dinner tonight. You will have a great dinner. If you order a sandwich from Ike's for dinner tonight, as a matter of fact, order two and you'll have one for lunch tomorrow on Monday. And you're not going to have to pack a lunch. If you are at work, check out Ike's Catering tomorrow and order some for your entire office. And if you're not in an Ike's area, I hope you will be soon, as his sandwich empire expands and grows. I did not do well in my sleeper picks today. Again, the minute James Conner went out, I needed 2 touchdowns from McCaffrey. That didn't happen either. But man, it was fun to have those plays out there. $20 to try to win 300. It didn't come in, but man, it absolutely juiced up the game. Have yourself fun on Sleeper. Do so responsibly. And when you sign up using promo code Damon, you will get a $100 deposit match on your first deposit. Use promo code Damon, and the link is in the description of this video that you need to click on. And finally, the last thing I'm going to remind you about is joining us in person October 4th at 4:20. Everyone can remember that as a starting. October 4th, 4:20. It is the Saturday after the 49ers and Rams play that Thursday nighter. We're going to be at the Dubliner West Portal, and I hope you join us there. We're going to have an awful lot of fun. This was an awful lot of fun. Thank you. Our biggest audiences of the week happened during these games. Our most generous contributions from supers happen during these games. I thank you all for being a part of this and being here. 70 supers today, 70 of them. Again, Joe, Yosh Youngberg, Ricky Pearsall, better receiver than HM. Who is MHJ? Who? Okay. Ricky, we did that. Thank you very, very much. There's nothing left to do but say thanks for being here. One more. Thanks for the watch party and for holding the spineless accountable. Oy, oy, oy! That's what we're here to do. We don't do spineless. Thank you very much for being a part of this show. Hit like and subscribe and notify on your way out the door. The last thing we have to tell you is that sports don't build character. They reveal it. Join me and Kruger Monday morning, 9 a.m. West Coast for Wake Up. In the meantime, and like that, he's gone.